God damn, man. John got a lot of randoms in here, cuz.
Yes, he does, bro.
Yo, Tim. They go tell Tim over here, Tim.
They gonna tell me, yo,
Somebody
TJ.
sleep on the
What's up,
couch.
Tim?
Hey, what's up, fellas? Hey, so why are we here? Like, can we even record here?
Yeah, listen to this nigga.
Can we
Yeah.
record?
This what we gonna do. We gonna pour a shot, and then 5 minutes after that, I'm gonna say, "Shots up," and we gonna take them. Then 2 minutes after that, we gonna take another.
Ooh, sounds fun.
Wait,
That's
wait,
what I
wait,
like.
whoa. What about him?
Him, Fred. He just smiled and says,
Yeah.
"Yo."
Really though? Yo, that's out of pocket, bro.
That makes sense. I'm trying to get down. That makes sense. Okay. Yo, what's that noise? What is happening?
Noise, yo, watch how you talking about my children. That's not noise. It's a brand, image, systems, way of life. Brother from another.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely excited to be here. My other question though is, are y'all drunk every episode?
Every episode, bro.
Every single one of them. Look, listen, you get your Bombay, maybe some lemonade, or some Kraken, or some Jim Beam peach, and then it's on after that, man.
Okay, I can get down with that. Well, I guess the bigger question after all of that is, so we drink and do our job?
Yes, sir.
Listenership loves it. Shots up.
Brother from another, 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 brother from another.
I just wanted to talk about how John tried to lie on me. That's all.
All right, start the podcast.
I tried to do what to win.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Record. Okay. And we back.
Boogaloo.
Yawa.
Hurry up, get everybody's stuff out the way so we can get to the story. Let's go.
I'm done. I'm gonna put my drink down.
We are here, Brother from Another Podcast.
Oh, we live.
Boogaloo. Yeah, we live now. That was you ain't hear it?
You ain't hear it?
It was quick.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to another
some
Monday
guests.
night.
Oh my God, it's gonna be a rough Tuesday.
Another bad move for John, another silly move for Chase. Hey, go ahead, Tim. Episode 36.
It's gonna be a long Tuesday, bro. It's gonna be
Episode 36.
I thought it was 30.
Yo, y'all rude. Y'all not gonna introduce nobody?
Tim was getting there. I cut him off.
Saying.
So you rude, not y'all, just you.
I took full responsibility, John. Is that what you want to hear?
Accountability skill. So
Damn,
high.
dumbass brim on your hat. You can tell black people made that hat too.
I hope so. Hope we did.
Don't know white hats brim look like that unless the white people make it look like that when they put it on their head. Look at Fred hat. Look, white people made that hat. Look at Tim hat. I don't know who made it look.
Where your hat? You the only one without a hat. Why you ain't follow the
look,
fold?
I make sure I don't wear hats all the time.
Yeah, just because your hairline going on.
All right,
I got
introduction.
Well,
At least she poked herself in the eye with her glasses.
We got two beautiful guests on the podcast today, man. Celebrating.
Yeah, you call them
Black
beautiful,
women. Is that
Beautiful. That's
yes,
right.
he did. Your point.
Whoa. Wait a
You don't talk to me until you take your wig off. You know this is visual. So
Hey, which one you talking
First of
to?
all,
Which one you talking to?
if I take my wig off my head,
So
I'm really gonna get right with your ass.
see,
I just got one
Those are
question. Are we doing the topics or are we just roasting?
Hey, look, it look like, hey, yo, this is back in high school. You're at the lunch table right now.
I'm holding on to this, John, because I know you lied on me.
Get him.
What he do? How you lie on you?
Alicia,
But-
you
Tell your
remember when you came?
Dick.
Actually, oh, I'm
My
sorry.
bad.
I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say before y'all tell y'all story, can you just introduce yourself real quick so the world can know who you are?
Make sure you
Put
get
the
your
drink
social
down,
security
Alky.
security number. The
Your last name statement.
yeah, what street you grew up on? What was your name of your first pet? Your first car?
your mom maiden name.
What elementary? Your mom maiden name? What elementary school you went to?
Do you have all 10 toes?
I thought he said, "Do you have autism?" So since he didn't say it, I'm gonna add it. Make sure y'all let us know if you're on the spectrum or not, so that we could be sensitive to you. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
You see how he tried to clean that up, though?
Yeah.
You see how he tried to clean it up?
You got stop. Me and Chase shouldn't talk outside the podcast, dog.
Why?
Just bring everything to the light, huh?
Oh, you did.
Who
You
got
was talking
autism?
real bad, John.
All right, I got your
Oh
shot.
shit.
I got
What's wrong with me having autism?
Nothing.
Did you not drinking, Chase?
It would explain a lot.
Oh,
At least you wanna introduce yourself? What's the first shot to?
Oh yeah, so my name is Alisha Jones. My social security number is 222-55-1397. I grew up on 2nd Street, Elwood, North Carolina. I don't have autism. My mama name is Robinson, and I love God. That's it.
Word.
You said 1357 is the last four, right?
Mhm.
That's Kazel, John. Yeah.
She just gave us Kazel social here. She gave us his uncle's social here. I'm about to own the Atlanta Hawks.
I'm about to order everything 3 times. Put on the social security card right here.
They gonna have to call me.
Wait, John, put it on the what? Put it on.
Put on the social security card right here. Don't worry.
Right here, baby. Take
Take that there right there.
Y'all gonna have to call me Akeem after I spend all that money.
Yo, tell my tall you today 7'2". That's how tall.
Yeah, what you
Don't
mean?
do
Had
that.
4 defensive players of years too. Yeah, what you want?
Oh, that was funny.
Shanti.
All right, Ashanti.
Oh, what's up? I'm Ashanti. I am from the Bricks, Newark, New Jersey, by way of Mooresville, Pennsylvania. What? And you brag about being from Philly. You smell like oodles and noodles and ketchup. Whatever.
Sound like a great smell to
That's
me.
a peach juice.
Yo, you put
No,
ketchup in
it
your oodles and
don't.
noodle, yo.
I used to
No,
put
man.
everything in my oodles
That's
and noodles.
very
I used
ghetto.
to put season salt. I used to put Old Bay. I used to turn
Old
oodles
Bay?
and noodles. Shout out to Teeth, Free
You ain't
Teeth.
never do the old baby.
Whoa,
Teeth.
calm down,
Oh,
calm down, Teeth.
You
Don't-
missing out. That's the
Never.
hood.
We made a whole meal out of oodles
we
and noodles.
started
at
making
the very least, a little
it
garlic
was
powder, a little
gourmet
onion
after
powder.
we finished.
Garlic powder. yo.
Anywho,
Garlic
wait,
powder back in
y'all,
the
you
day?
see, am I introducing myself or are y'all? This really,
You got
you
it.
hear me
You
tell?
don't
Like,
listen. You don't
You
listen.
took shots at Philly, so I felt like I had to.
Yeah, you did do that. I was just
Y'all-
asking where you
but
from.
Because she put ketchup on her oodles and noodles, she mad at us. That's crazy.
Anywho,
You got to put where
Anywho.
John from. You got to say Worcester. You can't say all of Philly. You have
as
to
a
just point out
look,
Worcester.
right? No one cares. If we're not going to go get a Philly or get shot, we don't want to go.
Get a what?
We don't want to
Philly
go.
cheesesteak.
We don't call that that. I don't know what that is. I don't.
That's what we call it because that's all you're good for. So,
Ooh, really?
I wish I could name what her city is good for, but she didn't even name it. So I don't know what part of North Jersey is a city, but
You said
if
what?
if you can't name your own city, you shouldn't take shot at cheesesteaks. All right.
Anywho, I digress. When you feel like you have to defend yourself so much, it's okay. So anyway, I'm an urban educator in Houston, Texas. Per my social security number is 227-227-227-74. That's my
Damn,
social
dog, you
numbers.
is in the future, ain't you?
I am. My
Sound like
mother's
my
name
daughters.
is
You get my daughters
Tracy.
up.
My mother's name is Tracy. I don't have autism, but sometimes I think I got a smidge of ADHD. I'm actually trying to get evaluated because I can't stay focused. And that's some real life.
I feel you on that. No, I feel you on that.
That's real. Like I'm an adult who can't stay focused. That shit is wild.
Mhm.
So I have to write things down for me to stay focused.
Mm-hmm.
What else I
That's a
needed?
superpower.
That's me.
I know you pick.
I'm
I
a
know you pick
serial
up your phone.
entrepreneur.
I know you pick up your phone sometimes and go, "What was I about to do?"
Hell yeah. I walk out of rooms
Mhm.
like, damn, I missed what I was trying to get. I'm surprised I ain't left my child yet, but you know, she's still here. She pimping. It's cool.
Come on, Jack.
It's cool. Jack is surviving, man. She's fine. She got a little
Can't kill
allergy
Jack
flare up
Jack.
like I did. Nah, she got powers. You didn't know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ain't no way.
She got powers.
She better be all right. I'm worried
She
about
won on the
y'all.
monkey bars. I'm straight. I made her. She
All
made
right.
out of tequila and edibles. She's fine.
All right, let's go ahead. Keep going.
All right.
What kind of tequilas?
Your baby is from
Don
your
Julio.
Your baby is a part of Rastafarians.
I told you. Look, she got superpowers.
She got super bass. Boom, 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 boom.
So you want to start this one off? You want me to start it off?
How much you get it off, my guy?
Yuck.
I don't like that either.
I want you to get it off.
All the things John has said on this podcast.
At least he has manners.
Oh man. that's crazy.
And for those who don't know, these guests are part of a theme. It's how to become friends with your friend's significant other.
That's not what we discussed in pre-production.
What if you're already friends prior to them being together?
You still got to adjust because now you got to be a different kind of friend.
Why?
What you adjusting?
Yeah, what are you
To
adjusting?
your friend's
I
feelings
still
now.
don't like John.
Well, that ain't gonna change. But it's a different
That's why
kind
we
of
got
dislike.
two people.
But you better love him now though, because CJ
I
love
love
him.
Tim. I love Tim.
Well, we all love Tim. That's not saying much.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Tim, I
easy to
tried.
love.
I
For special by
tried.
not liking
He's
him.
easy to love.
Oh, well.
Everybody
I really tried. Tim is a good dude.
Yeah, this ain't called brother from another for no reason.
I think everybody on here is amazing.
See, and that's why
We
people
have our
love him.
moments, but it's
Look
okay.
at him.
Fred, you good?
Yeah.
I don't know you, man. That's really wild.
He said, yeah.
Yo, she about to talk us
CJ don't know
on the
him.
podcast.
What did I show?
All right.
you?
Well, first question of the podcast.
Now she muted herself.
Come back, Shanti. Come back.
I'm paused Frozen too. That's a good scene right there.
Very.
Excuse me, Jesus.
I pointed it out. So, question for y'all: what is the best part of being a black woman? And for the guys on the podcast, what's your favorite thing about black women?
It's the strength for me.
Okay. You want
What kind of strength? Like you could lift heavy or like your
I
spirit?
live heavy. I just feel like it just comes from out of nowhere. Like whatever we need to get done, it's gonna get done. It's the strength that comes from out of nowhere. I don't even know I have it. It's just in you. It's really unexplainable.
What about
I
the
gotta keep
time?
on.
Never mind.
So,
It comes.
what about the
from
time
rib.
working?
No, I ain't got
It
nothing to say.
come from the rib that God took out of, and yeah.
Oh, yeah, so he
everything
gave-
is in that. It's in that one rib though.
Oh, okay.
It's in the one rib. That's how.
Well, then
that's
we
how
just got a
it
big
started.
rib. Have you seen
The
it?
rib that you don't have. Yeah, I can't even argue with that one because I do got that rib.
That's a rib.
Yeah.
Nah, she came from like another bone in Matumbo's. Like it's his knee bone or something.
His knee bone.
Yeah,
Say his patella.
I don't want to be
Yeah,
associated.
she is 4'7". He's 6'11".
Not too much.
She ain't coming from the rib.
My girl like to climb trees. Okay.
You are a sick pup. You know that?
There's something wrong with this girl, dog. She really stuck in Jersey.
Yeah, she can't get out.
Can't be myself.
Yes, you
I
can. We
can't
invited actually,
argue.
but you're going to get
I
comments.
take Philly everywhere I go.
Yeah, and fighting too. You want to fight everybody everywhere you go too. You throw that part out there.
That's part
Your
of
point.
Philly. I'm just not trying.
That's
to
not a part of Philly, Fred. That's a part of
it
you.
is. When I first came up, we was fighting in Philly. We wasn't shooting everybody, and we just elevated to this.
See now you playing this or that.
Yeah,
We're not talking about this or
I'm
that.
just saying. That's
We
what
come
it
from the
was.
hand. I got jumped more times than I got shot at. I understand what you're saying, but
That's I rest my
That's
case.
sad.
I know we so traumatized. We talking about like it's normal. Jesus
it
Christ.
is. It was.
I mean,
You
I
ain't
had a
from
bet
Philly
in my
if you
car,
don't
so I
have
got
it.
a new car. I used to drive around with a bet.
What?
I used to drive around. I had a bet in my trunk.
Oh, I thought you said a bed. I was like, damn, you had a
Jersey
mobile
rough.
home.
What kind of homeless shit you think I'm on?
That's why I was trying to get clarification.
You know Steve, yo.
That's Ashanti.
You would have helped me by then. Damn.
No, that's CJ. He put a roof over your head. You owe him more than never
You
mind.
put a bed frame on your. You put a bed frame, nigga.
And a box
Yeah,
frame.
roof, nigga. She got a bed frame now.
Okay. She got
get
some
it
Wasn't
rounds
used to
out.
that. She used
I
to
did
pull
get
over
it.
and go to sleep places.
Got
Now,
a backyard. Just walk outside and be like, this shit mine.
Ain't it good? God is good.
He is.
did you?
God is good. My man is good. Oh, we was talking about black women, right?
Yeah, now
Allegedly.
answer the question. You gotta make sure you write the questions down because you know you forget. You told us that earlier, so I could bring it up.
She don't even got no legal pad next to
So,
it.
I'm remembering. I'm trying to stay focused. I'm drinking so I can stay focused.
See,
So
Jar?
what do we love about being a Black woman? I mean, I'm tenacious as hell. Like I don't quit. You can try to stop me. You can try anything you want, but I swear to you, I'll keep going. Promise you, I'm gonna keep going, right? So, for instance, I wanted to please my man, not in no sexual way. Don't even do that. Don't turn your face up. Don't do that. Don't do that. I wanted to please my man by going on a trip, right? The trip happened to be scheduled the same weekend as I had a pageant to do. Everyone knows I'm a pageant coordinator. That's what I do, period. I had a contract out at Texas Southern University, and it was that Sunday. We came back Sunday. I had the pageant Sunday, got my ass up, and went to work. I ain't call out because I don't stop. I grind for me. I grind for my child. I grind for my husband. It don't stop. I was up at 5:30 the next Monday morning, ready to go to work, and I was early. I don't stop. You could try, but the fuck that's gonna do? Nothing.
So that deal with like strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I mean, I got denied a position, right? I was told I was gonna get promoted. Then it was like, oh, the girl's not leaving anymore. What did I do? Fill out another application. I wasn't in my feelings about it.
See, I was shot for. I got denied a loan one time. You know what I did? I went out and robbed for it. I don't stop either.
You said what?
I ain't pay for this license gun for no reason.
Oh shit, Chase.
Half the time they don't need you to pull the trigger. They just need you to show it. They gonna give it up.
Chase.
You know what I'm saying? I don't stop. All perseverance, strength. You know what I'm saying?
Where you gun at, Fred? You ain't bring it with you.
Retire. Yeah.
When he bodies.
But I love that though. I want to piggyback. I want to piggyback off that though. I think the strength.
Baby.
Who back you
The
getting
strength. My wife's. The strength of Black women is bar none, dog. Like I've seen it firsthand. My mom, now my wife, even my little girls, dog. My littlest one, she's strength, but she using it wrong. She need to chill out a little bit.
Yeah.
She buck up at me now. It's like, yo, hey, yo.
She's gone, dog.
Yeah,
That's the side of Daff that everybody don't get to see. They see it in
Yeah,
London.
it's Daff got a side. Daff definitely got a side. So I wanted to piggyback off that. I agree, man. The strength is just, it's amazing, man. It's amazing to see.
I don't want to make it seem like it's like that's the only thing that women are good for, but that I gotta say the same thing. It's just that strength is a different level. I don't see it in any males, or men. I'm sorry if that offended anybody.
You offended the hell out of me, dog. I'm a male what?
But I don't see that in any men at all. Like we all, you have the physical strength, but they can also have physical strength as well. They got another gear to their strength.
Amen.
We can't tap into. I've seen it. My mom, my sister, my wife, my aunts. Like it's ridiculous. They all got stories that I'd be like, yeah, I know. I don't know if I'd have did that, but y'all got that. But yeah, then there goes that saying when, if guys had half, I ain't even want to finish it. Y'all,
you can say it. Go ahead and say it.
Y'all got the strength. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's crazy. Anybody else want to talk? I was about to say.
Hey, why I gotta go before you, John? You can't go?
Because I asked the question. I gotta circle back around.
I asked the question. What are you talking about?
Where the hell was John at?
I asked the question, bro.
This nigga thought he asked the question.
Uncle John is sick, okay?
He did.
All right.
Yeah. It goes sick again.
So I think
that was like the 5th time you done used that excuse. I need another.
It's a lie. That's why.
If I'm lying, I'm flying, baby.
I just saw you levitate a little bit. Leave that Red Bull alone.
Oh man. I think all of y'all have said the best point about the strength. The other thing I would say too, I think I got from my mom, and I see it a lot recently when John brings up his mom, like the nurture aspect, like the nurture and like kid aspect where it's like I don't know, Black women have this great way of like showing love, and I think in very unique ways. It's not just things you just see, you know, in a Hallmark card or in a movie. Like, it's very unique. My mom and I, we joke around all the time, but it's from a very genuine place. And I think what's different, I think, in Black parenthood versus other cultures and races is that we don't grow up being our parents' friends. At least for me, I didn't grow up being my mom's friend. Like, we weren't friends. Like, she was mom, I was her child. But there came a time where that like kind of to switch, and we became like friends. Like, that's true, like my best friend, that's my homie. But I still have that level of respect for her as I did when I was like 5. You know what I'm saying? And then the other part to that, I think in the nurture aspect, is that they understand that, like, yeah, I might be, you know, 30, but she still sees me as her
baby,
her baby, right? And that aspect of like, if anything happens to my child, it's a wrap for the world. Like, not just the person who did it, but like everything.
Everything shut down. That's my baby.
And like that love, you can't quantify, you can't put a price on, you can't, and I can't exchange it for something else. Like, I can't be like, you know, mom's gone, dad, can you fill in? Like, it's a different type of love between me and my dad. And so I think that's one of the beautiful things about Black women. The other thing I would say too is that I think within it is they have a really good sense of turning, what's the term people use all the time?
Garbage into gold.
Yeah, it's like potential, turning potential into progress. That's what they have a really good job of doing.
Oh, I like that. Say that again for the people that didn't hear that. Say
Yes.
that again, please. Say that again.
Turning potential into progress. And that's what
I love it.
Potential is a dirty word.
It is, because you can't pay for nothing with potential.
No one wants to hear they have potential.
But when you can turn it into
Why?
progress,
Why not?
Because it's
you ain't
I
good
see your
enough. then.
potential.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
it's you don't he don't got it yet.
But
You can't see potential?
Chase.
No,
I
you
can
can't.
see, yes, I can see potential.
Okay.
I see potential as a negative thing. Yeah. Don't tell me you see my potential. Tell me you keep working, you're gonna get there. I understand I ain't get potential, ain't nothing but you, well, you got something, kid. I don't know what it is, but
That's
it's something.
So what do
You
you
know,
have
Tim,
if you have your
I'm not
progress
going-
then? I mean, it's a phase before
It's
your progress, right?
always progression. Always progression.
Always,
It's always progression.
for you, it's
for
always
me.
progression. Okay,
For
there
me.
you go. I like that. There you go.
It's always progression for me.
That's fair.
So no potential. You got progression.
I probably got potential too, but I don't want to hear it.
No, I feel that. But some people
Like
ain't
it
got
ain't. I'm not gonna
potential.
look at it as a good thing. Like, I'm gonna look at it as, all right, I still got more work to do.
But some people like to see the potential. Like
Some people fall
like
back
that.
on it too.
You know
They
what
do.
I saw.
That's
You
true.
know what I
That's
see
true.
potential in Chase.
What?
You know what I see? Tim finishing.
He done.
You done?
No, you cut him
It's
off.
okay.
He wasn't.
I mean, it's the point's out there now, so I think we got.
I just wanted to say, I tell my students all the time that they have great potential, but the ones that don't, I don't tell that to, because everybody don't have it.
You just don't see it.
No. Baby, it's just not in my class. Maybe in Miss Evans' class,
No, you know better than I do. You know better than I do.
So you agree with Chasing, you just don't see it because it's not in your class.
Huh? If I don't see it, I don't say it. I
You
say,
listen?
I see you're trying, my love.
John, so what you love about Black women before you whatever?
Oh, I was going to say that remind me never go after Tim again because I don't know how you top.
You say that every time, but we always tell you to stop waiting to go last, Mister. I asked a question.
Yeah, I don't. Tim took everything. He even took. I wasn't going to say potential. What is it? Potential.
That's all you got about a Black woman? That's it?
Is that not a lot?
We can't talk about the courage,
Yeah, it ain't
the
just me.
beauty,
Beauty
the
is objective.
intelligence, the intelligence. Black women right now have the highest level of degrees in the country, and you have nothing else to talk about.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. That's cool and all, but I ain't met a Black woman that could drive yet.
What? My ass off. Don't do that.
Ashanti.
Don't do that.
Ashanti.
What? Chase.
That don't change my statement.
It does. sit in my front seat. Sit in my front seat.
Yo, stop bring that man to your front seat.
I'd rather
Chase.
put me in the baby seat.
All right, don't break.
I
my
need
baby
straps
teeth
in
right
there.
now. No, you don't know. But it got to stretch over your titties.
Yeah, and it's gonna stretch too. I'm gonna make it.
It don't.
I know how
It
to
don't
shrink.
Okay, where do we go from here? Do we take a break? What do
So-
we do?
Where
It's
do
gotta
I
be
go?
something with
Y'all- are
titties.
y'all
You gotta,
sports
you
fans?
gotta say titties. Like it's gotta. You gotta.
Y'all
tie
talk about the
titties in.
strength of Kobe Bryant's wife,
That period.
but I don't know if she black though.
Does it matter? She's still a woman.
I mean, I don't know if you know,
Question
but
black women. So
yeah,
I
that was the
say-
question, and this is black women.
She's raising black women, but she's
There
raising
you
black
go.
women.
I like how you came up with that follow up. Yes. So then, yeah, strong.
So
You know how many white women out here raising
Hey,
black women?
she's strong. Chase, she's strong.
she's white.
I didn't say she was white.
Oh, then why you?
I'm
bring it
just-
up?
Because you said she's raising black women, and I know white women that's raising black kids.
I'm not talking about Jackie.
Karen.
That's not what he
Liz.
said.
Karen's a curse word now.
Oh,
I
sorry.
swear to God.
Definitely.
That's
yeah,
like potential. Another dirty word.
Well, Karen had potential. Okay.
Already.
She potential. Never mind.
Karen is a loaded gun.
Oh snap, Leash. What's you all right?
At least you're making me look like a punk.
No, don't.
She just took a shot without nobody.
I haven't
But it
eaten
was
since
rough.
11, so I'm
I
trying to
hear it.
chill.
Oh, you
Don't
took one
do
with
it.
the. All right.
The
But
crew
you gotta
here is
tell us.
okay.
You gotta tell
By
us.
myself.
Okay.
You gotta tell us. That's what we're here for.
It's okay.
I ain't ate since 11, and it was a salad, dog. Come on.
You're not hungry?
Bitch, yeah.
What kind of salad you had? What you having there?
I had a shrimp Caesar salad from
Oh, that's-
Salada.
That's gone.
It was
I
salad.
don't know what salada is, but that sounds great.
Yes, it's some Houston, it's some Texas type stuff. It's good.
Is it a
though.
gas station?
You almost made me call you out your name. No, ain't no damn gas.
I'm
They
only
serve
going
like-
off
gas
of
station
experience.
every
They
day.
serve like $12 salads.
In the gas station?
Not a gas
She's got
station. It's
$12
next to a
salads?
gas station. Don't eat from gas stations. Don't do that. Don't wash their meat. Don't do that. My daddy
what?
told me that.
Don't eat from
Don't
anywhere.
wash their meat. Don't wash their meat.
Don't eat
You
from
know my daddy drive
Chipotle.
for 7-Eleven. Yeah, don't eat the hood.
You just compare every gas station to 7-Eleven?
Yeah, she did.
First, my daddy drive for 7-Eleven for the past 10 years. Do not eat 7-Eleven.
Oh no, I know not to eat 7-Eleven. You ain't have to tell me that, but I'm just.
7-Eleven.
Not even
What
the
are you talking
Slurpees.
about?
I saw the gas stations in Texas. They are different. They are not 7-Elevens. They're more like.
No, we were talking about Salada. I think you should come to the evaluation with me, Chase.
You said the breakout room. I need to go to the breakout room.
You do. No, because they don't be doing nothing in them breakout rooms. I get in the breakout room, they like, oh, Miss Marlon, you was just nothing.
Hey, Kai, why he pull over like a loaf of bread? What's wrong with CJ?
Oh, you all right?
He dropped the baby on your shoulder.
Oh,
It was
throwing her around. It's not right, CJ. It's a human.
Now he got a crying baby in the background. He ain't nothing like Daff.
he going in the back. Chill out. Damn.
You might as well go ahead and mute yourself, baby. That is just. Whew. Now he going in the back. You just told him to go in the back.
Well, we transitioned to, before we got off topic, talk about Kobe Bryant's wife, but it also leads to the Nike deal that's finally ended between those two. But it said they had I don't call it a good breakup, but it seemed like it was,
Amicable.
yeah, and it seemed like
I think she
there's
just
a
want
way
peace.
to. I think that,
Peace?
and then it probably just it's a lot of work keeping with that deal too. Like a lot of decisions she would have to make.
Yeah, she don't want to deal with it right now.
Yeah.
I don't blame her.
So what was the settlement? I don't know what happened. So what's the settlement? Like, what did they agree upon?
They just went their separate ways. Kobe Bryant, his estate, she's the heir of his estate. His
Mhm.
contract ended with Nike this year, so they're no longer producing Kobe brands.
Oh wow.
Can they produce the old sneakers?
It's not clear.
Okay.
It's not clear exactly if they can re-release them
Oh,
right now. but there's no more newer sneakers coming out.
Because I heard that was one of the problems. Like when they put stuff out, it wasn't enough.
Mhm.
Like put out, like especially in like kid sizes. I think that was like one of her gripes, or could have been one of Kobe gripes. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling the conversations they had. You know what I'm saying, behind closed doors. So
Yeah, I know. Like later, like at once, like he hit retirement, there was a lot of talk about more, shoes geared in women's sizes. Obviously, he was a big advocacy for women in sports. So
Mhm.
and that might play a part too. I honestly think though, I think just the amount of decisions you have to make with a company that large and how big his brand was, I think that's just a lot for her to fathom because it's like a reminder of him being gone. And I think she.
Or would y'all want y'all woman to keep that going for y'all or no?
Do we need it?
And I said, would you want it?
No, I'm saying,
I need it.
and I'm asking you, do me and my wife, does my wife need it? Like, are
My
we well
my
off?
only question was, would you want your wife to continue
If
to
she
go with this
needs it,
deal?
I want her to make the best decision for her. If she needs it, yeah. But if she don't, if she can just chill and have one less thing on her plate, do that.
But I'm pretty sure his life insurance and all that. She ain't need that.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about for y'all though. Would y'all want
Yeah, no.
your okay?
Well, I also got life insurance on me too. So my wife will be. She'll have she won't be Vanessa Bryant, but she'll have a clean slate. She'll have a clean slate where she ain't gotta worry about any of my debts or anything like that. So if I
somebody TV loud. I don't know if anybody hear it.
That's probably mine. I'm drawing. I don't know. Channing Frye trying to get on the podcast.
Cut my man's off because his TV loud. He's disrespectful.
Y'all want to keep it going?
Oh no, I agree with Fred and John. Like if my wife needs it, certainly keep it going. I think, not saying that Kobe didn't do this. I think deals like that, where they're that big, I think I bring her in as a business partner just so she has a better understanding of how those decisions are arrived to, so she doesn't feel like she's pressured into certain decisions, deals, and or whatever. Because I mean, brands that big obviously comes with a lot behind the scenes that we don't see. And part of that too is like we see a lot of players who get shoe deals that don't last or don't get retro. I mean, I think we probably count on at max 2 hands how many players that have sneaker deals that are lucrative, and that have gone on. A lot of players just have their PE edition and that's it. It doesn't get sold. It's just for them to wear. I do think though, on the other hand, I did remember reading an article how she didn't like the fact that his shoes were so limited and people were like fighting or dying over them. She liked the fact that that's something that her husband's name was attached to, especially under the circumstances. I think it's very fair. So to John's point, I agree. Like if she doesn't need it and it can cause her, it's more peace for her to let it go. Definitely do that. I think there are other ways in which the legacy can live on. And I'm pretty sure with the NBA, in a perfect world, I think they're making some really good decisions to honor Kobe Bryant.
But how many more ways can they? I mean,
talk about the logo. We talked about that a few times on the podcast too, like them changing the logo to him, which I think would be a great decision. I'm also biased. I'm a huge Kobe fan.
I don't know if y'all heard, but they are. I think it was finalized, but the Hall of Fame trophy is going to be in.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's dope.
That's
cool.
Really.
That's what I heard.
Would you rather that for him or the logo?
I wouldn't.
That's a good question.
I wouldn't have a pick.
It really is a good question.
Like I wouldn't really have a pick because Hall of Fame is you got to be special to get there.
But that trophy forever though.
The logo is something that everybody gets to see as well. So, I mean, either one is good for me. Hall of Fame speaks to what Kobe was and what he drove, not necessarily his career for, but that's what most people strive to be, or some type of Hall of Famer in any type of sport. So to have him as the trophy, I think that was pretty dope. Again, I don't know if it's finalized, but I know it came up, and it was like they was pushing real hard for it. So
I think if I was an active player, definitely the trophy. I don't know why, but as a player, I would work even harder because now it's a person I've either played against, watched, idolized, and that's a different tax bracket of like where you are as a player. as a fan, I like the logo because it's something I have access to, and
Yeah, you have access to that trophy. Yours forever. They ain't changing.
right. Like I don't have access to that trophy.
If you did,
Take Fred with you. He'll get access to it, though. Fred don't mind taking nothing on
I'm
Malone.
gonna take him and Shanti with me and just roll up and just
yeah, they got you.
a mattress, a
Get the
bed,
job
and a
done.
gun. Or run your stuff, dog.
Get the job.
So
done.
if I could interject,
No.
You sure can.
anyway, so his wife being in charge of his estate, right? Sorry, y'all, my baby was screaming in the background. I don't know. The girl boss in me would want to take it to another level. Like,
I was like,
I would want to
she
boss
not
up
needing
on it. Like, I would find me an attorney. Tell me what this means. And how can I make it times 10, right? Start making women's shoes. Shoot, call Steve Madden or somebody and say, hey, how do I make my own shoe and put my husband's face on the bottom of them? So that he's always remembered, but in style, right? How many boyfriends would buy their girlfriend the shoe with Kobe's face on their arch? How sexy is that?
I would agree with that
That's real
if he didn't pass away the way he did. Like, it's still something that
yes.
she has to deal
This
with
is
on
true.
a constant day
This
to
is
day.
true. I
So
think
it's
if it was a different, and you're right, thank you for bringing that up. You're right. If it was a different circumstance, right?
Right.
And you didn't lose your husband and your child, my heart would literally rip out of my chest because I couldn't imagine losing my husband or my child.
Right.
But if it was a different way, like I just lost my aunt to an 8-year battle of lupus. And my uncle has found a way to memorialize her through his business. If it was a different circumstance, but with what she has, right? I would, and as you all, as the gentleman has said, if she didn't need it, let it go.
But to me, it's not about needing it though. I feel like she, like you said, she can grow up on it. Yes, the circumstance was not the best, but that's something you can cope and grow on. Like, I'm not saying make it for profit wise, but because he did it, I thought you can just make it better. I don't see why you should stop because he is gone. Granted, like you said, circumstance is wrong, but I think what you said was valid. I don't think circumstances are not like let's good on this. Let's continue to do what he would do.
That's true.
Why stop?
Because he was a boss.
I think that's a great
It's
perspective.
2 sides of him.
The only reason why it's hard for me is just because we don't know what it's like to be in that tax bracket of life.
We don't. No,
So
I have no clue.
You also gotta look at the side of Nike. Like Nike, when Kobe was here, they liked to play nice because Kobe was Kobe. But I think with Kobe being gone, would they have played so nice? Would they have tried certain things because she's a woman to kind of get over on her? Not saying that she would have fell for it or anything like that, but I think when you messing with a bigger company like that and they want to call some shots, but you like, nah, this was my husband. Like, so you want to call, so then it could have been friction there. Again, we wasn't in those rooms, but those are the types of things that they got to deal with when you are trying to take over, your significant other's situation. You just gotta, that's just business in general.
You know what that gives me is like how often women are underestimated.
Very.
Because we're emotional, right? We're emotional. We wear our heart on our sleeve. We're irrational. No. And I don't know her personally. I don't even know this story. I just know what y'all have told me. But women are always underestimated. You don't know what the hell I could do in front of you. I could probably do your job better than you can. Don't underestimate me. Right? Give her the space to do it.
Look at Jeannie Buss now. Yes, she did inherit the best player on the planet, but he also brought other things there too. And she was able to make those moves happen in the background.
She's better than her brother.
Yeah, way better.
She's smarter than her brother.
Yeah, brother.
You want
doo-doo.
You want this job? How about this? I'm gonna get a restraining order on you. Don't come to the office.
You know how bad you gotta be at your job for Kobe to be like, yo, I don't know if I want to be a Laker no more. Like, you know how bad you gotta be at your job.
She said my man was wearing like he wasn't wearing Clipper logo, but he was wearing Clipper colors to let them know like I'm serious. If y'all like, if this is what y'all gonna do, I'm gone. And she was like, you seen that? And she was like, no, I can't let that happen. So, yeah.
The last thing I would say is I think on the opposite end, being in a tax bracket, I do think she would have had some bosses in that room that would have helped that work with Nike, like LeBron and Serena, who also have lucrative deals that know that side of the business. Just
Like
based on,
Shanti
the comments.
said, yeah. Should have
Yeah.
found a way. It's the strength. Should have
Yeah.
found a way.
Yeah,
Should've found
but
it.
like I said, the circumstances of that, you got to think, and not to get like more of it turn it dark. Like every time
I'm already
hears the
sad, to
sound-
be honest.
every time you hear the sound of a helicopter, that's triggering for her immediately.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Or if Nike's like, hey, let me fly you out to this place. Like
No, thank you.
word probably
I
is like,
drive.
I'll
about
walk.
3 days. I get to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but blessings to her and her family, man. Rest in peace, Kobe and Gianna.
Blessings.
Absolutely.
Everybody on that chopper, man.
And then, I was about to say, and the other 7. 'Cause there was
Yeah,
9
the
total,
7.
right?
Yeah,
All the other victims. Absolutely.
absolutely.
Damn.
All
I'm
All right,
sad.
guys,
I
podcast
say
over.
Fred
I'm
is-
sad.
Right.
This is where you usually take over. You the sad guy.
I am really sad right now. Like this is.
Sad
It
as
might be-
hell.
It might be the liquor though. It might be the liquor. but-
I'm
Well,
definitely not.
Ah!
I'm not doing this next time.
Well, I think this is
I'm not
important too,
going
right? I
to.
think when you think about like these moments and how we all are feeling about this one person, but also looking at the strength of his wife, I think it's very telling of what we have seen time and time again in society, right? Like traumatic things happen, but we also have had Black women to pick us up,
The piece.
push it, right? And we build off of that
Talk
strength.
about
So, you know, I really do think in the next 2 years we'll see some big moves from Vanessa Bryant, and again, she's got the right people around her, I think, to make it happen. So, though it's very sad, I mean, it still feels very fresh, like it just happened. I think good things will come out of it for sure. You know, on the other side of it. So,
Another part of the strength that don't get talked about with Black women is the strength to play the back. Like they allow their man to come forward and you go ahead and be that leader, knowing more than half the time that they're feeding the leader everything.
You
that he
better
needs.
go ahead. That was the message right there. Mhm.
So I mean, I can speak for my household. You know, I
Speak.
get
Thank
up
you,
there
Fred.
And
Yeah.
I'll be that man. Yeah, I'm the man. I'm the leader. But I
Right.
know
I'll
I'm
fight
getting
anybody.
from-
You know where your shit come
I'm
from.
getting- I'm-
period.
I
You know
where
who you
I'm
got
getting
the
all
idea
ideas
from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ideas from her back there. Yeah, she.
Period.
Yeah, I'll
She
bring her
did
on
that.
stage, but she don't really want to do the stage thing. But I'll do the
Right.
stage thing. But,
Yeah.
Y'all so lucky. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Who's y'all?
Hey, what?
I'm not.
Y'all mean
I
y'all
don't-
lucky.
I don't
Oh,
count it
yeah.
as-
Y'all lucky.
are you saying
Oh,
we're lucky
okay.
because we have you all?
Oh yeah.
Period.
Oh, okay.
I count it as being.
They had a question mark at the end of it, too.
I know that question. Wow.
I'm
I
making it
should've
clear.
known.
For I'm looking at people who can't see us.
Oh,
not
okay, you're right.
watches us, so
You're right,
really gotta
you're
think
right.
Oh,
about
yeah,
this.
yeah.
I forgot.
You're right.
Our
You're right.
listenership and our viewership, we gotta make sure that they.
Damn.
I want
I
Fred
can-
to
I can say
redo
the
that one
word
more
now,
time for
no.
y'all. That's hilarious.
No,
every
one time is enough. This ain't no
You wanna
rerun.
drop the clip? Edit the clip then.
It is
You know what?
hilarious to me every time. He tried so hard. God, that was funny. That was so funny.
Listenership.
Oh, leave me up. All right, pick a different word.
Fred.
All right, John. So this versus battle. What's your thoughts?
I think I gotta bite the gun on this one. I think this is the first one, or this is the real one that wasn't versus. It was actually a celebration of music.
Oh, you ain't see
Let the
Rain
man-
Ghost?
Huh?
You ain't see Rain Ghost?
Yeah, but this was before that. Red and
No,
Ghost was
Red-
after? I mean before Method Man and Redman?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that way
There was 2 ones before. It was before the last one.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that one.
Yeah,
Oh, I saw
it
this
was pretty much like this.
like this. Yeah, it was dope. I forgot how 90 music sound. It made me listen to Griselda a lot. But it was dope. It was a good celebration. Why you roll your eyes?
Made me forget how 90s music sounds. So I'm gonna listen to a 2020 group instead of all the groups that was in 1990.
Yeah.
You could have listened to anybody from 1990. Shock G, rest in peace. You know, you could have listened to some
Absolutely.
people that was actually in that time. You got Tidal, don't you? I would listen to Griselda.
So it was on that time. They just wasn't putting out. They was just in jail. They was putting the music out. wasn't getting
All
heard.
right.
Oh
Did you beautiful women watch the verses between Redman and Method Man?
Yeah.
It was 420, and my brain didn't register that METHOD man was on there. It didn't register. It didn't register. But one of my favorite songs is "I'll Be There for You" by Method Man and Mary J. Blige, and I'm so upset that I missed it.
Nothing make a man feel better than a woman.
Hey, king with a crown. Oh, okay. Queen with a crown, feel what down for whatever. Look, I done had 3 glasses. Come on now.
You did this to yourself. Nobody asked you.
I'll be there for you. What? We can make war, make babies. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know, when I was like 2 or 3, my mother told me that Method Man was my dad.
And at 2 or 3, you believed it.
Did I? I was in a get in it. Like, go daddy, go daddy. Yeah.
You were just happy that Method Man was your dad, even though he wasn't
Just
never
happy
around.
that METHOD man was my father. But here's the thing. I found out that I'll Be There for You was my biological father, my biological father and my mother's, like, you know, song kind of thing.
And she said Method Man was your pop. Even though that was her and your real pop song.
Yeah. She said he used to drive down the street in his 95 Saab. I don't know who credit he got it on, but right now he couldn't use Dr. Seuss credit if he tried. Okay?
All right, we're going to take a break right here in the podcast.
Probably because of that Saab. He probably got repo. He probably got repo.
And she said the I'll Be There for You would be, you know, because he would turn it on when he knew he was coming down the street. So that she could hear it. Queen with a crown that be down for whatever. He wanted my mother to hear it. But she told me that Method Man was my dad.
That's some sick shit there, boy. It's
terrible. Oh, it's terrible. But, you know, I ain't talked to my daddy since I turned 21. But, you know, I digress.
I didn't know that. We didn't have to either. We didn't have to know. I didn't talk to my dad since I was 0. If you would have get it, if you would have gone out that way.
But you see, now
I wouldn't.
He never knew.
Now I know we both got daddy issues.
We might have the same dad.
We probably do. We probably do.
Yeah.
He was in the Philly streets, came home smelling like oodles and noodles.
My mom was in the Jersey streets coming in smelling like Camden.
All right. Then that was on the wrong side.
Don't matter. All of Jersey smell like that.
That was
the aquarium.
No, Camden smelled like straight sea.
Smell like the aquarium?
No, aquarium. Aquarium. Giving starfish.
Crackheads. All Camden. Bye. Shout out to Camden. I like Camden. Shout out to Camden. It's real niggas in Camden.
I'm not from there, but shout out to Campbell Soup.
That's
what I got.
With tilapia in it.
Question number 2.
Oh man.
I thought we should take a shot before we answer this next question. Right? Everybody got a shot.
I'm gonna get loose with my chips.
Oh, the door gonna open.
Oh, man.
That door open, Tim.
First of all, the door is always open.
Oh,
it has a key that's stuck inside of it so that nobody can get inside.
It don't matter. It's open.
It is always open.
So it don't matter if a key broke inside or not. It's open.
Morning, noon, and night.
Oh wow.
Ain't nobody coming out.
Now I feel like the people that's listening to this don't know what we're talking about. So I feel like I gotta let them know.
I don't even know if I want to ask the question because I can see this is.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Good segue. Good segue.
I'm ready, Tim.
Shot there, and then John gonna ask the question now because he ain't asked the first one, even though he thought he did.
Damn, that's why I want to answer the first one. This question's terrible. So the question is, what's better sex and why? After brunch sex or makeup sex?
I just now realized we asking our friends, significant others this question.
That's what I said. This question is trash.
I didn't think about this before.
Justin, too. Remember, Chase?
I asked y'all if it was good. Y'all
you want me to go first?
Never mind. Let's skip that. question because she is. We have to remember she's from Jersey, guys. Like we have to remember that.
You think she like the
We
turtleneck
never
sex or
have to
no
remember
turtleneck
that y'all are
sex?
from Philly.
Well, she took it off, so she.
That don't mean she don't
You
like
said
it
what?
better. She probably was trying something new. She probably used to just always have the turtleneck on.
But
She
it's a
took it
new
off.
turtleneck.
She took it off and
What
put it on.
Okay, I missed everything.
It's okay.
I bet you did miss it.
On the podcast.
Cause you
I
couldn't
don't
see
miss
you
things
turn
that
that
aren't
over your
important.
eyes.
said your husband look like Filbert from Rocco's
of
Modern
all,
Life with a
The,
turtleneck.
the turtleneck is sexy with the chain on the chain on the chest. Stop playing.
Where's that,
That's the
Ashanti?
laugh.
Chain.
He had a new chain on too.
It's the chain. It's the chain. First of all, no. Hold on. Him is the one that helped him wear it the first time. Don't act like I don't know.
Who the first? Who did the
He
first time?
did.
Ashanti? You helped them?
Tim is the one that helped him get the
Oh,
first.
Tim helped them the first time. Wow,
You see
Tim.
Tim's face?
Wow, Tim, you
I did.
remember?
Now listen.
All right.
Listen. I surely did. This is also a year after grad school, so think about that, CJ.
Oh, that was fun.
He was
Was
skinnier
it a new
then.
necklace there too? I mean,
Don't do that. You was skinny.
He was.
Me
Nah,
too.
You keep trying to turn this on me. I know. Like, that don't change the fact that he was skinnier then. But I tell you one thing. Look, I had two of them. But I tell you one thing.
Tell
I'm
me,
not
Tracy.
putting on no turtleneck that I wore when I was skinnier.
He did it. He bought it for his birthday.
It was new. It's fresh.
You just bought it in the same size.
Oh
Nah, see, I didn't
wow.
say-
Hey, Rocco.
Wait,
Know
what did
that.
I miss? Wait,
Oh,
Siri
we just not
popped
answering the
up. What
question?
did I miss? I'm answering the question.
Okay, go
All
ahead.
right, go ahead.
I am following instructions, Mr. Johnson.
I appreciate it.
Yo, what's
Yo,
up?
what the
y'all?
you almost cursed again. What is going on? You
What's
can't call that
going
man
on?
Mr. Johnson.
It can't
What's
tell you
his
I'm following
name?
instructions.
John, Tim, I already told you needed to change your last name. I already told you that.
You can't call him by his last name.
No, his
Stop
new
calling
last, he
Mr.
got a
in
new
front of
last
it.
name.
Is
He got
this
a new last
incognito? I'm sorry, Tim.
It's only because I'm dark skinned. That's why they do this.
Or your
Don't let
last
them
name
play you
Johnson.
like that.
It's fine.
Oh, man.
All right, go ahead,
Okay.
Shanti. What's the answer?
Wow.
You know what? I think you should read the question again because I feel like at this point
You
somebody's
forgot
like,
it.
"What the hell?"
Got you. So what's
You ever listen to our
better
podcast?
sex and why?
Huh?
You ever listen to our podcast?
Yeah, I'm gonna CJ listening to it. I'm gonna listen to myself. My voice be husky though. I probably won't listen to it.
You from Jersey.
Your point?
Y'all got a lot of
Like your
bear up here.
stereotypical beard and your bald head.
Y'all got a y'all
You're so
wrestle
different.
bear.
You're so different.
It ain't
Everybody
another
in
Philly
got
nigga.
a beard and a bald head.
It ain't another nigga from Philly on here with a beard and a bald head.
We got one with a beard. We got two with a beard. Y'all love a beard. What is it? The
You said a beard and a bald head.
Do you have another name too?
Oh, you lost me on that one. I don't know what to
missed
come
it.
with that.
Ah, you missed it. Cause yeah.
My name ain't Mr. Johnson. I tell you that much.
What is wrong with me calling his name?
It's
I'm calling this other man name.
No, cause half the
Question,
time y'all
question,
in
please.
Philly go 5%ers.
Whoa.
Huh?
What that mean, y'all?
Yeah, it means they go Muslim and they give you another name.
Oh,
Hello, Akbar.
Rahmatud.
See? What's your
Right,
name,
so
Chase? I'm sorry, Tim. Go ahead.
Rahmatud.
Frey, I'm gonna let you take this one, man.
Yo,
Quick salami and bacon.
which
But
one
let
is the
Fred
better
take
sex,
it.
bro?
Cause I know you had a good answer.
Which one is the better sex? The after brunch or the makeup? You want me to go? Is that what you're trying to So
As he rub his chain.
nah, I was fixing it, bro. I was fixing it. It was we don't do brunch around here. So I had to go with the makeup.
Nigga ain't never had chicken and waffles, nigga.
Nigga never
No
woke up
mimosa, nigga.
right before 1 after 11.
Nah, we don't do the brunch though. Like that ain't what it is.
But you got a brunch chain on.
That don't even make sense, bro. I don't even know that. What is that?
When people go to brunch, they wear chains like that, like you wear. With brunch
Missing the
boots.
turtleneck. Go get CJ turtleneck real quick.
Yep, and you ready for brunch, nigga? See how we hipped you?
No.
You gotta try it. Yeah.
I don't have to. I just let it go. Just let it rock.
But yeah. So yeah, I go with the makeup. You know, we don't really argue like that either. I don't argue. I don't talk. I shut it up.
You
I don't do too much.
When you...
Nah.
Yo, get your man.
Yeah.
Bro, you're doing so well, my guy. You got close to the camera, lick your lips.
Yeah, dog. I don't know what's up with you, kid.
Because you was like, we don't do brunch over here.
We don't do
you
it.
know, I just shut it up.
And I gotta lick. Now I can't lick my lips, and I was just about to lick my lips and shit. I can't even lick my lips right now. My lips all chapped. Where my bliss sticks at?
Go ahead, Chase. We all watching.
Nah, boy, I ain't LL Cool J, dog.
Oh man! All right, Fred. I see you, bro. I see you. Okay, so the makeup because you shut it up. Okay,
you shut it up.
You shut it up. Okay. All right, Shanti.
I would say, I don't know. So my baby was made from brunch. But the makeup sex is good because, like, outside of the intangible things that you love about your partner, right? Sex will remind you again why you love them. Like I say all the time, like, oh my God, I love you so much within it, because it makes me say, like, why it tells me why the argument was so petty, because of how much I love him. And when you are in that type of relationship, it's not just about having sex. You're actually like expressing your love and your gratitude towards that person. So when you've had a dumb argument about something, that allows you to, for me, I like to redeem myself from that argument because I probably jumped off the deep end and said something wow, you know, because that's just who I am. I'm working on it.
Can you say that part one more time?
Say what?
That's most women though. They jump off that.
Right.
That's why you can't fit none of your turtlenecks no more.
Nah, this is
I would never see. No, because the turtlenecks is sexy.
Next time I'm gonna let you take it off yourself.
But listen, no, for real, John. When you get a woman that really cares about you,
this
you
personal. This an attack.
It is. That's a fact right there.
This an attack.
you don't know.
Hey yo, Shanti. Hey, good one.
That's it.
Good one.
Okay, yeah.
That's a good one.
Notice that making sex.
He rubbing his forehead.
It's next to the best medicine of communication. Because
now
just
John
like you
is thinking,
communicated,
what makes him not have makeup sex, even though he doesn't have a girl?
Because you be having them girls sitting at your table that you don't be remembering the next day. But
I have
anyway,
a question about makeup sex.
What?
But makeup sex, is there a time limit on makeup sex? Like, you know,
what you mean?
It got to be right after the
right after the argument?
No.
It need to be in the makeup.
Don't.
I didn't say right after the argument. It need to be in the makeup.
So here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna give
you can't make up to have sex 3 days later. It ain't makeup sex.
You
now.
can have it the next day. No, I don't think that's true, because you can have it the next day. Because I think as women, you need a day to like process your feelings.
That's my question about, because I don't do right after. I'm still attitude. I'm
right.
I said during the makeup. Whenever you decide to make up, and sex happens, then
that's number through text, and it's still a little awkward for me a little bit.
But you, as women, you gotta get. And let me put y'all on game real quick.
Don't
put them on, Shanti.
I've been married for 7 years.
You married, but whatever.
Going on 8.
Then we ain't talking to you.
All right, that's what I said. Don't talk
Mr.
to me.
Huxtable?
No. What the fuck?
So the way women, what?
That's 20 cents. He drug people.
Not Mr. Huxtable, not Dr. Huxtable.
See, you one of them.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Separate the man from the art. I hear you.
Thank you.
I hear you. But he
Thank
talked
you.
about pudding pops. He talked about pudding pops in there.
Step in the name of love.
I'm not stepping in the name of. I'm not. No.
I promise you, I did not. But the song jumps. Okay, you see. No.
That's a really good song.
You need to come to that evaluation with me. You need to come to the evaluation because you're not staying focused, Chase.
I already told you I struggle with that. They tried to put me in a swim class when I was a little kid.
Oh, damn. That explains a lot. Okay,
yeah,
so
that explains a lot.
As a woman, thank you. As a
I
woman,
think it's the same thing.
just like Alisha said, you have to process your feelings in order to fully engulf yourself in the emotional experience of sex and makeup sex. You have to process your emotions so that you can give all of your love to your partner. I can't give all of my love if I still got a slight little attitude because you done pissed me off and I'm
You
trying
gonna
to
get my
process that. But once I process that, honey, because I know I still love you, just wait.
How you doing?
I'll juggle 'em if you want me to.
Wait, Shanti, say it again. Say it again this way.
Just wait.
Just wait.
You won't have to ask me to juggle 'em. You won't have to ask me what type of face cream I use.
Whoa, wait a minute.
CJ about to make her mad for the next month straight for no reason. About to come in there punching shit.
No, he gonna join a house party right after this. Yo, what y'all do to my fiance?
Facts. She about to jump on him.
All right, Mr.
This
Lee, where you
is
at?
sick.
Is it?
Well, I'm with Mr. Fred. We don't really do brunch around here. We do breakfast, but no brunch. And I think there's a difference. And with the makeup, I need time. So I don't know if it's as sexy as it would have been if it was right after it. So I don't answer that question because I feel like I don't do it after either. By the time we get it to, it's probably there too later. I don't think it's the same, in my opinion. According to how y'all saying it, I don't think it's the same.
I think everybody's makeup time is different. Like
Okay, then.
Yeah. So if your makeup
How you know,
time
Fred? You
is-
don't argue.
I don't. That don't mean
What'd
I
he say,
see
John?
Everybody else's.
But I
was
feel
picking
like
at the
Kazel
bear.
is a Freddy
Shoot, be wearing.
because Kazel don't argue. So it's just like it takes me time to process. So it's his quietness because he don't want to argue. Well, really don't want to say his piece, or he doesn't let me talk. Like I don't feel like he doesn't really. He like Fred. He shut it up. So I mean, I'm not gonna argue with for so long.
Ew, I don't. Okay. we took-
Okay, sorry, I don't mean it in that way. I'm just saying because they don't argue. Okay, so it's kind of hard to have an argument. So that means I'm gonna be my feelings for another day or two until I'm like, okay, I still love what she said. So let's make up the breakup. It's okay. I love you.
Well, on that note, guess we're gonna hear from our sponsors.
So
What was wrong with that? That was an honest answer.
It was a great answer, at least.
Thank you.
What
I was
was the-
honest.
what's the-
I was
like-
real honest.
I didn't.
Chase,
Tim,
John,
did you
y'all
answer? John gonna answer?
I hadn't yet. I was gonna see Chase. or
Yeah,
John.
he trying to go to the. They always skipping. Yo, what's up with you?
But I don't hear John next because John got
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, John. What about you, John? What sets you like?
What set you claim, nigga?
Brunch.
Yeah, brunch or
Them hoes like brunch sex.
Because of blood.
You can't make up with a woman if you ain't saved her number.
You a smart girl. You can't argue with it either. You don't know how to get in contact.
I
with
told you. I'm about to look.
They don't have phones in
Um,
Jersey.
them. They got pay
What
phones.
you say?
They still use cups and strings in Jersey.
All right. Y'all
Sam,
still
you
write
ready?
each other letters. Don't do that.
Only in prison. Only if you're in prison.
Which most of you are.
So John not gonna answer.
Well, I probably see. Well, I can't say both of them being bad. Like Shanti said,
together.
you can.
Damn,
argue
this
with
nigga
nobody.
is stuttering.
Yeah, he don't
Yeah, because then I was just. What about
Yo,
brunch
you
made
don't
me
have to
think about
argue to
yesterday.
make up. It's three people said it. Well, somebody can have an issue with you. Y'all can still make up even though you ain't arguing. It can still be a makeup. Y'all can be at odds. Y'all can have a difference of opinion and
Agree,
still
disagree.
need to make up.
I'm always
Like,
at odds with people. Now what?
I mean, hopefully you ain't
No, I'm gonna
effing
need to
all the
make
people.
Get dry.
We talking about the ones you're having sex with.
Uh-oh.
That's not me.
Uh-oh.
Lord.
I mean, he made it about people. I mean, we ain't talking. We be at odds. We ain't fucking. That's another 10 cent. But
I thought we was talking about sex.
I thought it was implied too. It's okay. I don't know why he tried to go down this road.
what was implied?
Nothing.
The
John
answer.
just answered the question. Brunch.
You know what?
I did. Y'all didn't like my answer, so y'all just try to attack me.
What you say? What you say, boo?
I
What you
didn't
say?
attack you, first of all. Don't do that.
Ooh,
Damn.
you arguing.
What you say?
I love you,
I'm
John.
gonna be your friend in this very moment. What you say?
You thought the argument was implied?
Yeah, when you put at odds or disagreement, it's still sex. That's what's implied.
But you said you don't argue. That don't mean you be. You know what I'm saying?
What was my answer, Chase?
That you don't argue.
What was my answer though? What did I say before I said that?
Well, I don't remember.
I always wanted to experience this in person. This is amazing. I do this
That
every
brunch.
podcast. This is amazing.
I mean, you did a lot of stuttering, so I
Yeah, I did a lot of stuttering.
you did.
I mean, you did fumble your words. Flo.
Oh,
Yeah,
got
so
Tim
you
coming in.
I didn't hear that, but I did hear you say, "Well, I don't argue." So, and I'm just like, you don't have to argue to have makeup. Like, you don't have to like really argue to make up. Like, it could be
It's
something.
only one person need to have beef for it to be beef.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm brunch.
Are you a brunch guy? Oh,
Turtleneck and turtleneck.
I knew it was coming.
That's because that's where he be meeting his hoes at.
at the brunch.
You can't make up with Shorty if you met her 5 minutes ago.
This is sick.
Now
I
that
had like
is
Hey,
seven
Tim, what's
after
up? What's
the
poppin'?
break. She gonna
Yo,
get
this is crazy.
Like Shorty at
What's
your
poppin',
table.
Tim?
They
Yeah.
got darts at John.
not me, because I love John. Not me. I'm not dark.
What's poppin',
Okay.
Tim?
Yeah, mine's definitely brunch.
Are you a brunch guy too?
Yeah, I love brunch. Brunch is
Aw.
definitely that's my. If you want me to get out of the house, tell me to go to brunch. And
Little bacon and eggs.
and mimosas, bottomless. That's my thing. I like the feeling. I like the fact that there's food available where I'm at, and I can get drunk for under $15 most times, unless you're in
Yeah.
DC. It's super expensive.
Mhm.
The reason I enjoy brunch sex is I think there's just a level of X-ratedness that comes along with it.
Let me get an example, please.
what in the
I don't think-
world?
I don't do brunch sex. I don't know what he. I mean, he
So
may
you
be.
want Tim's example of his brunch sex
I
experience?
didn't say it'll be his. He can just,
I mean,
Who
just
else
think about
experience would it be?
General.
Yeah. Thank you, Chase. General.
well, I'm gonna say that I don't want to generalize my experience onto other people.
That's on period.
You don't want to project?
I don't want to project at all. I think everybody experiences sex in their own unique way. And the way that I experience it after brunch is applicable and makes me happy for me. So
I don't think
You
that's
know,
fair,
Tim,
but
you really
that's
think-
your opinion.
You think quick on your feet like a mother. You tell me.
you got to. That's some
Hey,
these guys right here. You got to be quick.
That was quick, man.
But
Not
yeah.
as quick as Chase.
But
over
I do agree. Me and like arguing is just a foreign concept. Like I think it's just a waste of time and breath. Like
there. Wow.
what are we arguing for? And if you want to go to
Because you don't understand what I'm saying, Tim. That's what we argue.
Nah,
We
I mean,
argue because you don't hear me. I know I'm not. Mm-mm. Come back.
Tim put a sign up that says, "Are you done?" by Kevin Hart for the listeners out there. And Alicia says she's not done.
Not done.
Not
That's what
done.
I'm saying.
I had to be a
But-
narrator.
But let me ask you this: what do you, outside of getting your immediate feelings across, what does the yelling do for you in that moment?
I don't yell though, so you can't say that arguing to me.
I do.
I don't yell.
I
I'm
do.
loud like Chase, but I don't yell.
Okay, I mean that's fair.
Did y'all ever understand like sometimes women don't feel heard? That's where yelling comes from. If I'm yelling, I don't feel like you hear me. Like you're listening, right? Anybody with 2 ears can hear, but are you listening to me? Are you listening to the way you made me feel? Are you listening to the words that I'm saying so that you can understand my emotion and you can understand how something affected me?
You give them a chance to respond before you're yelling.
Yes. But
And you
sometimes
listen
it's just hard
and
to
you
feel
listen to the
heard.
response, and you listen to the response.
I feel like your response is that cool that's pissing me off.
See, that's nothing to do with me. That's just you interpreting the fact that you think I'm.
No, I'm not interpreting. I'm not
snap.
interpreting.
Wait,
Where's your sympathy?
so if
Listen,
he
you just
if he
did it. You just did it.
responds, if he responds to what you are at the time not yelling about, and then you in turn yell at him because he's too cool about it, Like
Because if I yell
Okay,
back,
but let's no, but let's
Thank
All
God.
right,
be
Alicia.
honest
Come
though.
on.
You know how to respond as a child
yeah.
with children. If you say "shut up," y'all please be quiet. Same thing, different tones. If I'm talking to you in a way that I thought you understand me backwards, then then yeah, I'm upset. I'm gonna yell because you don't comprehend what the freak I'm saying, and I know you're smart enough to understand what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm gonna get loud.
That's not what was said at all, though.
But what if they understand, but they just don't agree?
Yeah, like whatever you
Well, then,
That's
but
the
it's a way.
thing.
But it's a way to say. That's what it's a way to say that.
but maybe my
Mhm.
way of
It's a
saying
way.
it is being calm and cool because I want you to understand to know that I'm not frustrated with whatever you're saying. I'm responding. But you
I'm-
take
like
your
I
taking
got
it
you, but I just feel this way.
You don't
Yeah.
have me if you no. I disagree.
I
This
think
goes-
women rationalize, like we rationalize our emotions differently, because, and you also have to realize like what type of woman you're dealing with too. At the same time, like I've learned in my relationship. At one point I was the one that was yelling and being irate and all of that, right? And now I say, okay, what's happening? What's happening? What is going on that you and I are not on the same page?
They
Now,
can't even respond to that part though. That's the part.
it depends. I think it depends. CJ and I just had a disagreement the other day. What was it about? See how dumb it was? So dumb I don't remember what it was about. But I feel like if I would have reacted in a way where I was yelling and I was being extra, it would have went to a whole nother thing. But I decided to take myself out the situation because I felt myself about to yell and get, out of character. I separated myself. And then we came back and I sat on the bed and I allowed him to hear and listen to my feelings. And he gave me his opinion and his feelings back without yelling. But I used to be the girl that was yelling and doing the most. And I always noticed like I wasn't getting anywhere, but with a hoarse voice and a man that didn't want to listen to me because I was yelling.
But what if the definition of yelling is different though? I'm loud.
Yeah,
Me being
Yeah,
loud is
but
not
see,
yelling.
I
but I feel like that's
yeah.
Go ahead,
ahead,
Fred.
Tim. Oh, I was just gonna say that like there's a difference between yelling and just being loud.
Mhm.
Us as Black people in our culture, we're loud. That's just that's how we communicate. Your man will know the difference between you just being loud and you yelling. He's really between you and him. Y'all the only two that can really decipher that.
Maybe
and
I'm in the beginning process still because I feel like there's still a difference for me. And I feel like I feel like maybe me and mine is still in the beginning phases because I feel like there's a difference. I feel like he don't understand my difference sometimes. I'm gonna be like when we're arguing or have a disagreement, or to disagree, I'm gonna get loud. I'm sorry. That's just what I am. I get loud I don't know how to whisper. That's simple for me. But at the same time, I feel like when I get loud, that's why I'm like shut down for him. But I'm not yelling. So I personally don't know how to decipher the two when it comes to having a discussion because obviously I don't know how to make it clear.
Have y'all communicated that to each other? Like, okay, when I get upset or passionate about something, I'm gonna get loud. I'm not yelling at you. It's gonna appear that way.
I've said that, but then he uses the phrase what Fred just said. Fred just said it's like there's a difference between he knows when I'm this and that. But now I just feel as though like I feel like I may be shouted at my significant other maybe like on one hand. We've had multiple disagreements, but on one hand, I know I intentionally meant for my voice to be heard, and I yelled. Okay. For him, the number is not the same, so I wouldn't know. I don't know how to help. We've gotten better, but it's still times where it's one for him, it's zero for me. Like I intentionally didn't mean to yell. I'm not yelling at you. I'm saying what I'm doing.
Passionate about your feelings.
Yeah.
So the octave goes up a little
bit,
which is understandable. I just think that I don't know your situation, but I just with more time and being around each other, I believe that
that's what I think. Maybe we're still in the beginning phase. Yeah.
and y'all be able to get there.
Yeah.
Well, John, thought it's a good place to take a break. Real quick.
It's not gonna answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chase. My fault, bro. You're right.
He
Yeah, I
had been
didn't.
looking at me.
I answered in my head. I thought I answered. Man.
question.
I thought I did. Yo, I thought
What you prefer more, Chase?
huh?
Which one you like more? Brunch after brunch or the makeup?
Makeup. I don't do a lot of brunch. We've done brunch, but a lot of times I just turn that babe.
You're right. Tell
I
me
don't
next time
feel
you can follow your
good.
lead.
I don't feel good.
See?
I don't feel good. Then she ended up taking a nap after brunch. It's just not. Ain't no fun. For some reason, when you're drinking in this daytime, you don't know your limit. I mean, I'm gonna just say that. But makeup is there'll be a lot of passion behind it for some reason. So it's like sometimes I feel like we go through a little tit for tat thing just to get to that frustration and be like,
Okay, Chase.
all right now.
Get over here.
I'm not gonna argue about this no more now. We ain't gotta argue. All right, well, you go to sleep. All right, you go to sleep. Yeah, get over here. It do turn into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely better. And she heard me. She just texted me, Lord have mercy. Yeah, you heard me. That's right.
Get over here.
How can you text so fast? How did I get another text?
I feel like now we gotta bring her in, Chase. Just actually
Get over
No, she all right. She can stay out there. You know what I'm saying? This is my platform.
She about to get right in the room.
If she want to speak on it, she can open up her own platform to speak on it, or she can come on here when it's playing correctly. Because I don't want to hear it.
We're gonna go get
Gotta
our
try
sponsors real
listenership.
quick.
Yeah, let's go to a sponsorship break and let these white people know that they not really paying us. So y'all don't own us. I'm gonna let y'all know that. Y'all do not own us.
We'll be right back.
No, I'm not done talking to them yet.
Right
I can't
back.
wait to have
We will
makeup
be
sex with Anchor.
right back. Oh my God, we can't mute him.
It take one person. It take one person to beef, and I'm beefing. Huh?
Cut it out. Cut it out, bro. Cut it out.
I'm using sex as a euphemism.
You tutting? Oh man.
All right,
It's gonna
break
be a
time.
And we are back.
Oh, we wasn't back.
And we back.
Oh my God. Well,
Oh man.
interesting time during the break. Hopefully, y'all get to hear some of those clips, man. Hopefully, Fred will drop them in there.
I love you, Kazel.
Oh.
She sound like Whitney
Yo,
Houston.
yo, I love you, Bobby. Bobby, I love you.
Oh my God, Kazel, tallest man in the world.
The king of R&B, Bobby.
Oh man. All right. So did y'all get a chance to, at least if you didn't watch, at least review the Oscars and how that went, and thoughts?
I know
or-
how to look the mess. That's what I know.
She been looking a mess for a minute.
Busted, okay.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
man, my head hurt now.
Mine do too, Chase. It's that trumpet. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm having an aneurysm.
I'm not serious. I'm
Jesus
not laughing.
Christ.
I'm not laughing at.
Oh,
I don't pray that on nobody.
that's how the Oscars made me feel when I tried to watch it.
Oh, the
I said, I ain't
Oscars.
watching
Okay,
this.
Oscars. Yeah. She looked bad. What's wrong?
I'm tired.
We gonna make this conversation about Halle Berry.
No, absolutely not.
What's
That's
the
what
funniest,
Leash. Look,
the funniest meme I heard? It was like, dang, she lost Isaiah again. I said that I was out. She lost Isaiah again.
she never had Isaiah.
Alicia,
Hey, shout out to you on mute. You on mute.
You muted.
Oh my
Oh,
God, y'all, it's
no.
embarrassing. Y'all chatted that. Chat heard that.
Here,
Don't say
cutting
that.
up. I was on mute. I had jokes. And I was talking to myself.
I'm glad you the only one that heard it then.
Speaking of jokes, so Ma Rainey, and this let me
Black
tell you
Bottom.
something. I love Viola Davis, right? Love her. It's very much How to Get Away with Scandal, Annalise Keating, How to Get Away with
Murder.
How to Get Away with
Murder.
murder.
Well, murder.
Damn, how to get away with scandal.
They did have that episode together, y'all.
She a little
They
tipsy.
combined
It's
one.
okay.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, let's rewind. How to Get Away with Murder.
There you go.
Matter of fact, How to Get Away with Scandal was a thing because they had a merch episode.
They combined it. Yeah, they had a
they
murder.
did. I said they had
So
one
give it back. Give it back.
But
You
But we're
sure?
gonna go back.
It's yours.
We're gonna get back. So I watched Black Bottom. I've
Ma
also
Rainey's Black
watched-
Bottom.
Right.
Yeah,
I've also watched Bessie. So
the Queen Latifah Bessie.
yeah, so you
Okay,
know,
okay.
in Bessie, Monique played Ma Rainey.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see just that happen again. Because Ma Rainey was giving me like fences. Like the Black Bottom, it was giving me like fences.
They written by the same person.
It makes it was it. I was
They
so
shot the
I had to
same.
watch it twice. It is. It is. So for it to have like best costume I get, best makeup, Kai could have done it. I was very she could have. I was just very confused because I love Viola Davis and R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. I loved his monologue. About why he was the way he was towards the white man. Loved it. But the rest of it, I was just like confused. Wait, like the emoji with the squiggly face? Like you don't want to smile, but you also don't want to frown because it's Viola Davis and Chadwick. But I was just so confused.
Yeah, that was.
But it was nominated for all of these awards. So am I missing something?
We watched.
Yeah, it's August Wilson, and I'm not a huge fan of August Wilson on film. Like,
Yeah.
stage wise, I'm a huge as a actor, you have to be a huge fan of August Wilson. Like, just
That makes sense.
he probably the best. Like, honestly, especially for a black man. So it's like I watched Fences when her and Denzel did it, and I was just like, yeah, this is way easy. This is way more palatable on stage. Like, just to watch it on stage, you could do so much more with it. And I that's why I didn't watch Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, because I'm like, I'd rather just read the script or watch it on stage, because I didn't want to have that feeling again.
And I
think
love
that's
theater.
yeah.
I love theater. And
It's
I
a
love
it's a
August
theatrical
Wilson in
piece.
Right. And I think for I don't know why the name of you're an actor. Help me out, Chase. Someone that loves theater, that's in theater. What are you called? What
you call that, John?
A
Thespian.
thespian. Thank you.
He loves to call me that.
You a
I think-
thespian?
I would like to consider myself one till I get around real thespians, and then it's like,
I know you a thespian. Wow.
Well, let's be honest, okay? I love theater, and I just think
where you
that
drink.
production would have been better on stage. It would have been
Yeah, that's how it started.
awesome. It would have been an awesome Broadway play, just not on Netflix. I think as a motion picture, it just kind of threw me.
Yeah, they should have did that though. They should have did that.
This is probably a very unpopular opinion, but I actually like films that are shot like that because it's very realistic to like what would happen in real life. So,
That's
like, for an
true.
example, we did a podcast and we talked about Malcolm and Marie on Netflix with Denzel's son and
Another play.
what's my girl, Zendaya.
Zendaya.
And like that's what would happen in an argument. You're in the
I'm
house.
scared to watch that movie with Kazel.
In
I
a
said I'm
couple
not. We ain't
places.
watching that.
I mean, it's highly triggering. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
It
we
is.
ain't watching that together. We separate,
Um,
but not together.
But it's a great conversational piece about communication, about
It's
relationship
wonderful.
building. So and it's one of those things where like you see yourself in different parts of the movie.
What you learning that, Tim?
But it's so
Maria.
my bad.
Oh, my fault. It actually was something that Chase pointed out on our podcast where he said, "I did it. I did it, didn't I?"
Yeah, you did it, nigga. We cut you off. You said my fault. Goodness.
How you like,
Apologize.
That didn't even fit.
Yeah, I'm like, that should have been
He's
me.
sorry though. He's
He
sorry.
stole my line. He stole my line. Whose line is it anyway?
But no, it's something that Chase pointed out, and he was like, "There's a monologue in there where she talks about, they're in the room, Chase, and she's like, I think it's you don't feel like you have to do anything to keep me anymore.
That's a
And
friend.
that triggered me because I heard that before.
Yeah.
And because you get so
Comfortable.
caught up into the everyday life and everything you deal with on a day-to-day basis, it's like you do. Well, me personally, I did tend to just place my wife in a place that went, she always gonna be there, and she always gonna be my wife.
Yep.
But if you're not still, I think Freddie said it before, like actively pursuing her, like then it's going to weigh on her conscience. Like he's not even
Sure
doing,
is.
and it'll weigh on mine. Like you're not even doing the stuff that it took to get me. So it's like,
trickle down this domino.
yeah,
effect, like,
and it could weigh on your conscience, and that's why I said that about Malcolm and Marie, especially me being an artist. And it's like that's his first big day, and it turned into an argument for them. And it's like he couldn't mentally. I see myself. He couldn't get over the fact that you don't see how big this situation is.
Yeah.
Like you don't get how big it is. We can have this argument, yes, but why tonight?
And two things.
But he
right?
started it though, because I mean he allowed it to happen because she said, "Let's not do it tonight," and let's
took it there.
But
yeah,
you know
so
what? The most, and I hate to break. I know you already had a podcast about this, but the most profound thing she said was, "You forgot to thank me." The smallest detail, you forgot to thank me. And all it did was illustrate as women. So, and I go back to this: women feel like you didn't see me.
There you go.
The smallest thing you could have done.
but that's
was
not
said,
all she
"Thank
said
you."
either.
But it started
That
there.
started it,
But
that's
what
she put a lot of lettuce and cheese and mayonnaise on
Okay, but let's get
that
that
burger.
bread though, Chase.
And
We need
it's
that
like,
bread. Do you need bread? You
no,
ready for that?
you don't. No,
You don't need no yeast.
I don't eat red meat
need
no
bread.
more. No,
For myself, I need bread for my sandwich. I need bread.
say what you like. No, because the way she.
I don't need no lettuce. That's a
I
salad.
think
Do you know how hard it is to say that?
What?
You forgot to thank me. I've done it before.
No, that's she had a valid argument in that.
That's her bread.
You also can't go down the rabbit hole of you wouldn't have it if it wasn't for me. Because now that's starting
but I need my bread.
But you starting a separate argument though.
Is it?
Now I have to comment on that. What you said, yes, I have to.
No,
because at the end of the day, which you say words cut deep. He said, I knew a bunch of freaking actresses that's on drugs. It ain't just off you. So it's like now it's a different argument. It's got to be had. No, hold up. You got a point. But now I got to comment on this other thing you said because to be honest, baby, I saved you. If you want to be honest, you were an addict.
But was it right to tell me about all of your rendezvous that I thought was me, that I thought made me special?
Yeah, if you think that made me.
I thought that because of what? You made me think that way, right?
And that's why Tim liked it. That's why Tim liked it. That's why it's triggering because it's so real. The argument could be one argument. You create 7 different arguments in explaining your one argument.
I mean, I don't get a chance to respond. But we don't get a chance to respond to any of the points because by the time I get to point 1, you've added 3 more points. And I think that's a bad thing. So I think my biggest thing out of this is Ashanti was right, and she left it just at that was you
she got a point.
Thank me, and that was the argument. I can respond to that. I can give a thorough apology, which I feel like he wanted to do in that space. And he, even at the end of the movie, he never got back to that point. Like that point was long gone by the time we got to the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like Chase said it before the break, makeup sex never got to happen, even though we all were sitting there like, it's about to happen.
That's what made me mad every time. They about to have an argument. I've been there.
And it's just like, so I get, so going back to the Oscars and looking at, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. I like how it was shot because that's true. Like they were in the studio for X amount of hours. All that happened in a space that, like, if we go through a normal day, think about it. You spend most of your time at work. Imagine being at a job with your significant partner at work, and that's where you have an argument.
And
That's a rough day.
And as you say that, Tim, I love that it also demonstrated how like you never know someone's story, right?
His story was
They
I didn't never imagine that was coming for him at all.
but they all had this kind of air towards his character, toward Chadwick's character, and never understood why they felt the way they felt about him. It never understood where his anger came from or his attitude and chip on his shoulder. They never understood it until he finally told them. And it just kind of took me back to the place of like, you literally never know someone's story until they tell you. And for him to be able to do that, and then for Ma Rainey to be, remember earlier we talked about the strength of a Black woman. You know, she might not have been the prettiest, the smallest, the nicest, but they knew not to mess with her. They knew not to overstep. They knew to just let her be in the recording studio. Exactly.
Yeah. Boundaries.
They knew. They knew she wasn't about to sleep her way through. No, I told you I'm not done. So we're gonna sit here till it's done. You're gonna get my Coca-Cola from down the street.
My coat.
And it better be cold. And it better be cold. So it had a great story. I just think in the year of our Lord 2021, the balance was a little off.
I agree. I mean, that's what I would say too. I think they didn't have much of an option but to shoot it that way. Obviously, we couldn't do things in person. I'm also glad that they did it because it's a really great role to see Jasmine leave from, right? Like it's like, great. Like, and that's what I think that's where the Oscars dropped the ball from me. It was like, this is a great time to just, even though it might feel forced and it's like, we just doing to please the Black community. It's probably the perfect time to do it. Like, that is our Black hero. Like, literally a superhero, Black Panther, that people I spent way too much money going to see that movie and don't feel bad about it because it was like,
absolutely.
You saw it in IMAX too.
Did I? What? At my last job, we bought the theater out twice, and I used institutional money to pay for students to go because it was like,
oh, you flexing?
As you should.
In that moment, hell yeah. And to watch, 200 Black kids be in a movie theater together and have a common thing to root for 2 hours, it was a beautiful feeling.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. Like whenever Chase lands his first big role, I'm going to see it multiple times. I'm gonna make
feed me, Seymour, feed me.
It'll be the same day that John quits his job, becomes a full-time accountant for Chase. Me and Fred gonna figure out how to quit our jobs and work, and then podcast.
I already know what Fred gonna be.
What Fred gonna be, Chase?
My muscle. Nigga, what you mean?
Look at him fix his hat.
Him and T. Muscle.
Just so y'all know,
ain't no Chase Rivers over
there. But I see, and it's gonna be an understanding. I know Fred not jumping into no bullet for me. Like he ain't jumping in no front of that. So it's like I know what the muscle in, and I ain't gonna ask him to do that because we ain't gonna be in that kind of situation.
So speaking of, great segue there, Chase, the vaccine, right? So talking about like doing our part to save lives. Getting it, not getting it. Where we at, ladies?
I'm half vaccinated. I'll be full on Wednesday.
What kind you got? What kind?
Pfizer.
Ooh. You're top tier type of girl like me. Yes.
That ain't top tier.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't.
It's actually
yes, it is, sir.
No, it ain't.
Fill them in, and Chase, fill them in.
It ain't top.
You probably got that Johnson and Johnson.
That's bottom. See, just because y'all better than the bottom, don't mean you top tier. It just means you better than the bottom. That's all that means. Pfizer is talking about the boost you got to take every year. Like a flu
don't
shot.
You have to do that with a flu shot? Right.
And what you doing with Moderna? What you Moderna lasts like 6 months.
That's Pfizer.
No.
6 months later, you got to take a boost.
Moderna is also a year. Moderna, you're going to get it every year as well.
6 months after the second shot, you have to take a boost. And then after that, it's every year.
No. Okay,
right. I don't have no rebuttal for that.
That's in the making. You come today, you get 28 days, and that's it.
I will say this. With the
owner
vaccine,
all right.
At first, I was apprehensive.
CDC ain't published that part yet, then, because Walmart is giving 28 days, and that's it.
Walmart ain't make the vaccine.
But we are doing it though.
He's saying that this is new
woman,
news. Like
Yeah,
5
the
years ago.
owner
John
dropped
speaks.
it.
Hold on. John speaks. Be quiet.
John speaks.
What she said?
She said John
speaks.
speaks.
I want to hear it. You been quiet.
Oh, I'm saying he's saying is they just released this information saying that that's what you're gonna do.
And did I not just say there must be new news? Did anybody hear me say that part?
No, you said the CDC didn't release it.
Oh, okay. I thought they just released it, but that's fine.
Got you.
I'm happy you speak so when it matters, John. Thank you.
Thank you.
My opinion on the vaccine, we all did it. One, because CJ and I are both educators. We both work around students. And we have a daughter who can't get it. And we have loved ones who we want to see. And with my public health education degree from North Carolina Central University, I studied the efficacy. The efficacy of the vaccine is what, 95%? There are birth controls with less than that, and people are still taking them.
Yeah, mine. So
I wanted to do it so that I can protect the people around me. And I've been fine. You know, it's been fine. And I feel comfortable going to work even more, because as a teacher, it's scary, right? You're around these kids all day. You don't know what you're about to bring home. It's not about, you know, the streets are calling my name. It's about the bag calling me and my kids calling me. And then I have to come home to my own child and make sure she's protected. So at first, yes, I didn't understand it. And I realized, Ashanti, you have a whole degree, you pay for it. Do the research and figure out if this is something that you want to do. And I think that people should do the research. Don't just have your own claims. Like I see people claiming, oh, it messes up your reproductive organs, or it messes up your cells, and da-da-da-da. You had a Four Loko, baby. If anything was gonna mess up your cells, it was gonna be that. You pump your gas with the car still on. You eat McDonald's. And you worry about the vaccine. People do trials all the time and are fine. So why can't you? People do trials for cancer, diabetes, any communicable disease that they want to get rid of. Like, people do it all the time. So why not try it to protect those? Now, I don't have nothing against people that don't. That should provide your thing. But I think,
but they better not get that vaccine and eat McDonald's though, because then you got a problem.
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you drink Everclear.
That dollar menu. That dollar menu.
It's just at priorities. But I think it's really important that people of color, Black and brown, do their research on the vaccine. And if you can get it and you want to get it because you understand the efficacy of it and you understand that it can help us get through this pandemic, you know, a little bit faster, because we're a year in. It ain't been fast. I don't see why not. So
I think it's fair. I will say, I think from my school where I work at, we did a lot of conversation about how it just hasn't been equitable in the practice of how they've done the test runs for the vaccine. So not a lot of people of color, Black and brown, were part of the initial test groups. And what we saw early on was that's what's getting affected both by the disease itself and the people getting the vaccine. So I can understand like the hesitancy with it. I think we also know that within medicine, like we just haven't been considered at a high enough rate. Because our chemical imbalance is different as people of color, and so
very different. Very.
I respect the folks who aren't getting it, especially if you're not at a place where you have to be around people all the time. My job, I don't have a choice. I have a choice, but if I want to stay employed,
amen,
we got to get it. So, you know, I respect though.
So you don't have a choice.
I mean, I can find another job.
So Chasey, you like Moderna over Pfizer?
I mean, I don't think it's
yes or no. I just want yes or no.
No, it ain't that simple. Yes, it ain't that simple. It ain't alike. I don't like neither of them, so I don't like one over the other.
If you had to get one, would you want Moderna or do you want Pfizer? And yes, you want Moderna, you want Pfizer. If you had to get one, if your job depended on you, which one would you want to get, Moderna or Pfizer?
I quit the job.
Okay.
Did you say job or child?
She said job.
Oh, I thought she said child. I'm sorry.
My whole thing is, I'm giving it time. Like everything got bugs that need to be fixed when it's first put out, and being as though it's been so like not so but fairly quickly in vaccine world, I just want to give it time. Like I'm not knocking people who do it. I'm not knocking people who don't. Me personally, I'm giving it time until everybody. Because first of all these Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, it's a money play for them. They trying to get to a bag, like
free.
Ashanti said.
But it's free.
It's free for us. It ain't free. It costs money to make that.
I mean, if it's
it costs
free
money
for you,
to make
then
that.
Okay, money for them, not for you. It's free for you.
But that's
So
what
it
I'm
doesn't cost
speaking
you
for. I'm not speaking for me. I'm speaking for them. They're trying to get
for me who got it. I mean, it's free. Like, so I'm confused. When you say it's not free, what do you mean? I don't.
Like somebody.
Moderna, Pfizer, and Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah,
making a lot of money off these vaccines, whether we paying for it
From
or not.
who though? So my question is, who's paying for it?
Company.
The government
pays for it.
Government
Yeah.
and the companies.
Okay, but I don't see how the. Okay.
He's not saying at least that it's making money for us as a consumer, as them as the people who are making it. The faster you get getting the product, the better.
I get it. I just like they are one, honestly, in the same.
But they're not. I mean,
to me, I think they're one and the same. Honestly, I don't think it's really that much profitable. Cool.
I would say I compare me getting the vaccine to childbirth because Black women are the most unprotected when it comes to childbirth. They don't listen to you. It happened to me. They don't listen to you. I told my doctor when I was 33 weeks. I told my doctor, I went in there, my feet were swollen. They could barely fit my shoes. I was throwing up. I had really bad stomach pain. I told her, I said, it's not the baby. The baby's moving. I have stomach pain. And they told me I had one thing, right? Find out 2 weeks later, I'm in a hospital for a complete week. I have my baby at the end of the week to find out I had preeclampsia. That could have killed me.
Mm-hmm.
But I kept going to them and saying, hey, something ain't right.
Whoa,
I'm dizzy. I can hear my heart beating through my ear. You ever heard your heart beat through your ear? That's how high my blood pressure was. I can hear my heart.
When I got an ear infection.
Yeah, that's a thing. But when your blood pressure is escalated, you can hear your heart beat through your ear. And I kept telling her, that started when I was about 28 weeks. Something is wrong. And she was not listening. I was not protected. So I kept going through it because of my child. I did this because of my child. I don't know how my child would react to COVID. So if there was something I could do, because I'm at school with 16, 17-year-olds that live their best lives, I had to do something. I'm not protected when I wasn't protected when I gave birth to her. And I'm probably not, in the best interest right now, but I'm going to try my best to stay alive for my baby and to make sure she don't get sick. And I respect your decision, Chase, especially as a father. You have to do what's best for your household. And if what's best is giving it some time and making people feel comfortable, making you feel comfortable, right? And more things being developed and more news coming because people got that Johnson & Johnson and then found out it ain't the safest thing.
But it's only to a targeted group, though. This
right. But
white women,
I respect it.
It is
more Johnson & Johnson. More Johnson &
white
Johnson.
Women, they're like 18 to 42.
Look. Everything like the one thing. Yeah, that is. But it's America, yo. It's like that's everybody got their choice. Like I ain't knocking nobody. I know people that's just not getting it at all. Like it's just me personally, I never jump on nothing as soon as it come out. It's just not how I was raised. I always give stuff time to run its course.
Yeah,
it's just how I.
iPhone.
Yeah, I'm the same thing with iPhone. When it first come out, I'm not getting that.
Get it.
Yeah,
Let
iOS
it blow
trash.
up a couple times.
But that's how that happens though. You get them Androids that blow up on your ear.
That was one time.
That's all it takes. All it takes.
Was that happened
That's
to you?
all it takes.
No, it happened to CeeLo in the studio, and I found out half of it was a stunt.
No, not that one, man. It was something else. There was plenty of other people saying John was sitting on the table and caught on fire.
It was a couple of them.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like me, I just, you know what I'm saying, for my heart, for me, I just, you know what I'm saying, the way I move is just, I want to give it some time. That's all. And I ain't trying not. I know the end game for Moderna. I know the end game for Johnson and Johnson's definitely. It's just knowing that going into it, I'm like, I'll just give it some time. And then once everything come out, once everything, you know what I'm saying, copacetic, I make my move. It's just how it is.
That's real.
Do you feel like
I did the same thing with crack.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Go ahead, John. Go, John. Go.
This man said crack. I know you say you did the same. You do that with everything else. So how do you feel about, like, I know we touched on it last week. What is I guess what's normalized, what's okay to say, what's not okay to say. So do you feel like the Raiders are right for tweeting out "I can breathe" after the trial?
No, they're not right. No. If they had one black person in that room, they could have. Don't tweet that. But it's just, he probably think he right. He probably think he could do something but it's just ill timing, and unfortunately, George Floyd's not breathing. So it's.
So what do you think about the family defending it?
Who said this, John?
That's where he got it.
The Raiders.
At the end of the trial,
Raiders owner.
The Raiders tweeted on their page, "I can breathe," and with the date on it. They made a post about it.
The day that he got his guilty.
And the owner of it, he said he did it. He don't have a personal Twitter, but he did it because he said he was supporting the family with the trial decision. So he said he said that he was phrasing George Floyd's brother, because he said we can finally breathe, but he said I can breathe. Yeah, Matt Davis. Yep.
Al Davis.
No, I thought Matt tweeted.
No, yeah.
Matt?
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
But
Mark
tweeted it. Oh.
Mark Davis. Al Davis is the dad.
Mm-hmm.
That passed away, I think.
Is it wrong? Of course it's wrong. However, the fact that the family is kind of behind and supporting him, it kind of like, it makes it weird, because it's like I don't want to jump to, I felt like there was a racial tension behind it. However, they kind of the family tried to take it away and just like, no, we are all, fighting too much at this time. We need to come together and make peace. And, they try to try to do that. All you had to do was take it down, bro. Like, just take it down. Or he could have said, I heard somebody say, instead of "I can breathe," "we can breathe."
Yeah.
Like, we can breathe. Just one extra letter. You mean, you're changing the word, but you change that one word and it means different. He could have took it down, or he just said "we can breathe." And it would have been like, all right, yeah, you said that, but you changed it. Cool. We good. But back to Chase's point, if you got us or any minority that, is in there on that, as far as like know what's going on, some know-how, that doesn't go out.
I just want to say, and I had a conversation with some white coworkers the other day, and I had to tell them, take the damn cape off.
Take a shot, yo.
Take the cape off. Damn, I'm trying to be all serious and shit.
Right, you done ruined your moment, yo.
All right, goodness, we having a serious conversation right now. Goodness.
Yeah, hold on.
Shot.
Take the cape off. I literally told him that. Take the cape off. I don't need you to save me. I don't need you to save me. The difference between people who are white and white people is understanding your place. The right way to do that is, like Freddie said, I can breathe, signed George Floyd. Not I, the man in the white suit, the white man in the white suit. Take the cape off. Stop the white savior complex. I didn't need you to tweet to your followers that you are behind the Floyd family. We didn't need
Or
it.
if you are, say it differently. I like
Say it
And
differently.
solidarity with the 40
the thing.
family.
Yeah, the thing that went around was
Exactly.
I can't. This was one of his last words. Like 3 of his
You
last
didn't-
words were
you
I
didn't have
can't
to-
breathe.
But they always think we need a cape. And I tell my white counterparts that at work, my kids don't need no cape. Cut it out. Your kids need a cape? Do they need a cape? No. Cut it out. If you want to be an advocate, if you want to be an ally, join the fight. Stop trying to be the line leader. Stop that. You're not the line leader. Get your ass in the Rosa Parks section because she is in the front. Her seat is vacant for your ass. Get behind us because you don't know what you're doing on this bus here. You can come on the bus, but you get your ass in the back.
Where does accent come from? That's what I want to know.
It happens when I'm tip. Get in the back.
Said she TIP.
For real.
I'm live from the VIP.
But for real, like I hate that. I hate that. Take the cape off. We didn't need you to do that. Say he can breathe. George Floyd can breathe. But and you look like this.
So what do you think about LeBron trying to be the, I guess, quote unquote, line leader and then retracting his statements?
Deleting them?
Mm-hmm.
I wish he had
Delete
deleted.
them. Control Alt Delete.
Yeah, I wish he didn't delete it.
What did he delete?
It's a cop that shot the 16-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Said you're next.
He said, "Your next accountability."
Accountability.
Oh shit.
But he wasn't. That's the thing. Like it had already circulated a couple of times.
So deleting it didn't do nothing.
Oh yeah, it's short. It's a whole.
Oh no, you
short
caught
answer.
already.
Yeah. Once you hit that,
You're on
same,
record of saying
He
that.
also wasn't the
You
first
said what you said.
celebrity to put it out there. Like he was the one who started the trend. And my thing was like, yeah.
He was acting out of emotion.
But that's okay. Like he's human.
Yeah.
In that moment, in these type of issues, he's human. He's allowed to think that way. What I had an issue was the little orange man writing his because he ain't got no social media. So whatever he wrote, his little deposition.
oh, you talking about Trump?
You talking about the statement he dropped?
Yeah.
Yeah, talking about he's a threat to society. Kiss my ass. That's
Nigga, what is? All right, my bad.
A threat to society.
What the hell is
Police
Trump?
Officers with insecurity
He was like he's a threat to
issues and
society,
scared.
and he's promoting like it's another term for like backward racism. And I'm like, are we
The oppressed can't be the oppressor.
proven fact?
Sorry.
I don't know. It's just when Brian says something like that, right? The people that follow him might not be as smart as him, or as articulate, or could not have the power that he has. I don't agree with deleting it. However, I do think that it was just like your next is kind of like chill, like relax real quick. Like it just happened. Like get all of the sides. Like it's I think we suffer from that too. Every situation is not the same. So it's like just relax a little bit, and then you put the pressure on the judicial system. But saying you're next is just like wrestling. Like it's like you're next. Like it's like yo, chill real quick, dog. Like you don't need to say that right now.
I get that.
It's real people involved. It's real people that got to deal with this trauma. Like it's real people. Like that's not necessarily a benefit. You saying that because you got a platform. And I just feel like you don't need to tweet your next. It could be as simple as another one. Like it's just, and we don't know if you're next now because Chauvin got his, but
a year later,
next one
he might just be the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah,
like it's just you don't know that.
I think, but that day it was the time to celebrate that young lady and not the one that killed her. And as a mother, I kept watching the video just because I'm like, yo, what made you want to do that? I found her little TikTok videos and I began to cry because as a mother and an educator, my kids are 16. Right? I have kids that end up in juvie because they make bad decisions. I have kids that end up, doing things they shouldn't be doing. And I couldn't imagine them getting shot dead in the street. It wasn't about that officer because he's scary.
Obviously.
Whatever comes to you, that's on you, baby doll. That's on you. But it was time to celebrate her life and to reflect on how we can help. Not giving him his, because he gonna get his time, whether it's here on earth or later in his own day. But I think it was just a knee-jerk reaction because we sick and tired of being sick and tired. 3 people got shot last week. 3. 2 dead, 1 in the hospital. And 1 got shot by an officer that dropped him off an hour before. The officer dropped him off at his house, came back, mistook the house phone in his hand for a gun, and shot him. 3 last week. All black. 2 dead, 1 in the hospital.
They gotta come up with better excuses too. A house phone, bro. A house phone and a gun don't look the same. It don't look the same.
House phone. He was on the phone with the dispatcher.
Like it don't look the same. You gotta come up with something else, bro.
You think it's a way to stop it?
You don't want my, yeah.
Legally, legally.
You don't want my, no.
It ain't on us.
And it ain't on us. And then
they gotta stop.
The police they not there for that reason. The reason why police was put here was for the things that they're doing now.
Protect white people.
That's it.
Let me ask y'all a question, because I saw this the other day and it disturbed me really based upon the field that I work in. I'm sure Ashanti probably feels the same way, but how long did it take you, John, to get your bachelor's degree?
4 years.
4 years.
4.5.
Okay. What about you, Ashanti?
Took me 5.
Took you 5. Okay. And then master's degree, John, how long did it take you to get those?
That was a year and a half.
Year and a half. How long did it take to become an officer?
2. 8 weeks. 8 weeks.
Some classes.
2 months.
8 to 12 weeks, depending on what ranking you're going for coming out of basic training.
Policing people.
So just
upholding the law.
Not even including Alisha, Fred, and Chase with their degrees. Just the 3 of us, right? Between us to be where we're at right now collectively, that's 12 years of education. We're the same ones educating these people that take 8 weeks to make a decision on whether or not a person is a threat or a risk. In 8 weeks. Like, that's my issue. So when you say, like, can we change it? No, because the system is designed for them to, in 8 weeks, to figure out if a person's a threat or a risk. And the definitions are vastly different.
And they hiring scary ass people who was picked on as kids who got a fucking grudge.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. Like, my biggest fear is, like, my siblings and then y'all as parents. Because I think, and I'll say this and get off of, because this is this is where I get pissed. But, like, I think about me and John, like, we don't have kids of our own, but we take on, y'all's kids as our own.
Ain't got no kids either, Tim.
I'm sorry, Miss Alisha ain't got no kids either. Right? We take on y'all's kids as our own.
That she claimed.
The moment something is wrong with your child, I don't care if it's a fever. If I can catch a flight, get in my car, like John said, Tim will drive, pick him up along the way and get there, I would. But if a drastic thing were to happen, like what's happened to these kids in this world, I don't think that drive ain't gonna be enough time for me to not make an irrational decision. Like something, because it's just not right. Like I don't like waking up being proud to be Black, but also living in fear that's not my own. Like the fear that I have is not mine. It's the fear of other people being scared of me. And I can't control it. Like I can do nothing about it. I could literally get arrested, like, officer, I'm so sorry, and get shot for saying I'm sorry. And then what? Like, what's the rationale for that? You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy we on this topic, but this morning I woke up. I'm getting ready for my in-house work and stuff, and I just happened to pick up my phone and look at Twitter. I was trying to look at some financial stuff, and Snacks, one of our friends, Snacks.
Oh yeah, so
tweeted, and it was like, "Yo, I just had a situation. Cops jumped out the car, guns drawn, yelling. And I'm like, yo, you good mentally? Because obviously you tweeting, so you good. But mentally, are you good? And he was like, bro, I was scared for my life. He said, I pulled over, hands up, and I know I did nothing wrong. Like, they wasn't even after me. They was after it was like a kid in a construction vehicle right in front of him. But he was like, I pulled over, hands up, everything. I'm heart beating crazy, and they wasn't even there for me. I pulled up like something, like I did something. And it was like that quick. If they just chose to look at him for whatever reason, like, hey, you ain't complying, boom, boom, bow.
Right.
We lost a friend over something that he's like, I just wanted to get breakfast. I'm trying to make it home.
Yeah.
Happens all the time. It's just that now there's a lot of video. Before it wasn't a lot of video. So we was dropping like flies before, and it was nothing that we could do. And now we got video, and it seemed like we're still in the same cycle. Nothing that we can do.
It was the boogeyman before video. You could just tell people, and they just got to go off your word, or they'll just dismiss it.
But you know what? I think what's more dangerous than anything is that we're afraid of each other.
Oh, of course.
I think that is dangerous. When you're afraid of each other and you don't know who's going to pull first, and usually they're the one with the trigger, not us, that is frightening. Anytime I see a cop car, and when I'm nervous, I don't know how to explain it, but like my skin crawls when I'm nervous and I get itchy. And I remember the other day it was a cop car behind me and the lights start coming on, right? And I'm like, oh shit, mind you, my registration I paid it. I just ain't put the sticker on yet. I got 30 days. But I was like, what if I'm trying to explain that and then I listening? Yeah. Sandra Bland got pulled over. It ended up dead. And they try to say she killed herself. Yeah. That's it.
Get out the car.
Registration, you automatically
to the footage too.
Right. Something gone.
Or they turned it off. Let me turn this off real quick.
That is scary. When you're
What's the point of having body cams? What's the point of having body cams if you're going to
turn it on? Right
because it make you feel like you're doing the right thing. I had it on. Oh, it malfunctioned. It's so easy to say a damn word. But I think that fear of one another is what is going to drive us insane. Like I want to find a police station that has a community forum. Have you had a community forum and invited the people of color, the Black people in your community to a forum to tell them we protect you, we love you, we care about you? Have you done that? Because I had to go to school for 4 years to tell my kids that.
Yeah. I was back in the day. They don't do that now.
I remember being at Central. Like those are probably the only cops I've ever trusted in my life fully. Like, boy, my God,
I would trust with my whole life.
Boy, it was great. That whole crew, I see them at homecoming still, and I'm like, wow, I'm cool with y'all.
And what's peanut butter name? What's peanut butter name? Bald head look like peanut butter. I would trust him with my life. If he saw me walking home and it was dark and I was walking back to my residence hall, baby, get in this car. Why are you walking by yourself? John, why you look confused? You know peanut butter.
I just don't like how you call that man peanut butter.
He look like
she said his head look like a Butterfinger BB, and they'll be.
He be so mad. I can't. It start with a C.
Chris,
I know it's getting super late, but we got one question left before we wrap.
Yeah.
So we'll end on a positive note here.
Please.
Maybe.
Depending on how Chase answers it.
No, it ain't on me.
John ain't talking to us on you, Chase.
Who's talking?
What is your favorite thing about Black men, or favorite thing about being a Black man?
You hear that? You hear that? Silence. You ask the same question about Black women. Strength.
Courage.
People couldn't wait. They couldn't wait.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That's
wait
that.
a
I let that
minute.
silence sit there for a minute too, because that
They were
spoke
processing.
volume.
They were
Yeah.
processing.
Process
In the
black women
classroom-
question too.
In
then.
the,
They
in
had
the
potential.
classroom, we call it think time. But I was actually looking for that officer's name anyway. Chadwell, Caldwell. Officer Caldwell was his name. Anyway, Alicia, you
Great
want to
about
go?
him.
I feel like I'm
You
being a
wanna
chatty
go.
patty. I'll go because I can talk about my black man all day.
I just want to repeat it one more time so I can make sure I said the right thing.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
TJ,
what is your
what?
favorite? What is your favorite part or favorite thing about black men, or favorite thing about being a black man?
Baby, he is the for me.
Oh, got a mic.
Okay, I'll go.
He didn't say
I'll go.
anything.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna mute her. I'm gonna mute her.
I'll go. I love, and you know what? I won't even talk about my own first. I'll talk about my daddy and then go to my man, to look my other daddy.
Okay, wait.
Still.
Both of y'all on the same type time, and we just
God.
left her to go to you.
Listen,
And you brought us
listen,
right back to
listen.
we ain't nothing but objects, man.
Hold on, because here's
Me
the thing.
expressing
No,
me.
listen.
I'm listening.
My daddy taught me what to expect, and my daddy taught me what I deserve. He taught me how to be appreciated. He taught me how to be respected. He taught me how to love, because I'll be the first one to say I didn't have my daddy, he wanted to love me, but I didn't want to love him back. I called my daddy Mr. Melvin till I was blue in the face. But he gave his all for me to know that he loved me. Everything that he had, he gave to me when I was still calling him Mr. Melvin. And my father's about to walk me down the aisle in 10 months. And
You better
that's my
count
daddy.
now. 10 months.
That's my daddy. And because I had a father like him, I knew the type of man that I wanted. I didn't want the bottom of the barrel. I didn't want the after brunch sex. Hold on. Wait. Now
I'm just trying to
hold
figure
on.
out how she ended up with CJ. That's all I'm just trying to see
I'ma
what part of this
tell
lead
you
She gonna
how.
get
to my
there.
friend.
She gonna walk
I'm
it
gonna
down.
tell you how. My man wasn't afraid to ever be himself. The way we may have met was unconventional. Okay? It
Amen.
was. But over time, the way he loved me out loud and unconditionally is why I love my black man. When he was gonna move states away, he knocked on my door to make sure I knew how he felt about me, how much he loved me. Just like my daddy went out of his way to show me how much he loved me. CJ did the exact same thing. CJ
Good job, CJ.
always goes out of his way for me to know how much he really loves me. He celebrates me, he supports me, loves me unconditionally. I threw a Parmesan bottle at him when I was pregnant, and he still loved me the next day. I was hungry. Shut up, Chase. You be hungry too.
That's
Should have ate
violence.
the
And it's
cheese instead of throwing
domestic.
it at him.
Right.
Huh?
Good. Put the cheese
Shoulda
on
ate the
something.
cheese then instead of throwing it at him.
I was hungry, and he was
threw
eating
it
in
at
front of
him.
me. But he still
Put
loved
it on
me
his
the next
food
day.
and eat it.
She threw it at him and he sprinkled it on her meal. He was like,
Here you go, baby.
little
He
salt,
still
baby.
loved,
Garbage
he
in the
still loved
gold.
me enough to watch me have a C-section. Right? He still loved me enough to when I wasn't working and I had nothing. Not one light was out, not one meal was missed. My clothes were still on my back. And he celebrated every single thing I did to make sure I went and got a job again.
Because he saw the potential in you.
Potential, right?
He did.
Yeah.
My black man
Look at none of
is
her progress.
amazing.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna
that.
stop because I can go on all day. But that one right there, I don't need to see potential because he already there. He
You
is
forgot one
continuing
thing
to
about it, too, though.
climb the ladder every
Tell her,
single
John.
day.
What'd she forget, John?
What I forget?
You love the way he needs you to help him take off his turtleneck.
Mm-hmm.
That's
He
what you
loved
love
the way
about-
I take off his turtleneck.
Ew.
All right.
Yuck. Someone didn't get circumcised as a kid.
First. Chain first. You got to take the chain off first, because if you don't take the chain off,
There's no way you
It ain't coming off.
It does come off.
No way. That
What?
chain
Yours
can't
come
get
off?
around his turtleneck and his neck.
You got to take the chain off. You know what? Alicia, go ahead, because they being some haters. Baby, I love your turtleneck.
You better.
All of them. Even
And I
the
bet
cream
you
one,
he
the
I bet
black
you he
one.
blinked and said thank you. He probably was like, thank you.
Take your shot.
Take your shot.
Yeah.
All right,
Be
Mr.
like-
Leash.
I love the security that I feel around Black men. I can't say all, but for the ones in my circle, I feel very secure. I'm sorry, to be honest.
She won't talking to you.
Yeah, not you, Chase. I feel secure on you, Chase. But it's the level of security. I don't know if the mamas taught them or the daddies beating inside of them, but it's the level of security that I feel that I know that I have within my significant other. I don't have to worry about anything. And I think that is very important because that allows me to feel stable. I feel comfort in my stability when I know that someone has my back. And I feel like Black men, my Black men around me, I feel very secure in that. So I appreciate them. I love them. And I will support them for being who they are in my life, because it makes a difference for sure, knowing that level of security that I have in them. It's a world changing experience, because I know people that don't have that experience, and it's sad that they don't have the daddies there for them. Ashanti had a daddy there. Mine was half there, so I got some of it. But I had a grandfather that picked up the slack, that showed me what I needed. And before he passed away, he gave his blessing. So I feel confident in my significant other that I'm very secure in my decision of what I want, what I need, and what he's providing for me. So I love you, Kazel.
It's because he's tall. That's all it is.
I know you,
It's
Bobby.
not.
If Kazel was your height, would you still date him?
I sure would.
Period.
No, the hell
Let
you
them
wouldn't.
know.
Just a smaller tree to
Mhm.
climb.
If Kazel wore new turtlenecks, would you be with him?
I mean, CJ is my friend, so I don't know how far we would have gotten, but I mean, I would have looked at him. He's my friend.
And we were just a crew full of niggas that wore new turtlenecks.
I'm going
And chains.
for the
Hey, don't
one in
forget
the
the
new
chains. The guy had the
turtleneck.
chains.
I'm
See,
going
that
for
was
the
a
one
crew.
with the new turtleneck.
I think
And
John would have caught my eye the most. I think with the turtleneck on.
Why? Because he an alpha?
Mm-mm.
The
What a-
dirty ape.
I'm going for the new turtleneck, right, baby?
Wait, are all y'all the same height and
You
size
more than that.
in this crew?
Thank you.
Oh, whenever I choose Tim.
Oh.
Love you, John.
What are we talking about?
I have no
I got
idea.
Where did we go?
All right, Chase. All right, John. Y'all gotta
I
talk
think
about
Tim,
the Black man.
because Tim is he? I'm like turn it.
Oh, she said you got a long neck, bro.
That's where I went with it, Freddie. That's exactly the point I got from that.
Yo.
She said you got
Oh.
You got the.
She
that
said that neck
giraffe
like
neck.
that, and then you go.
Oh my God. All right, Chase.
Y'all people are funny.
Oh man.
Funny.
That's
Don't go last. Don't go last, John. Don't go last.
John, you go next, John.
I'm not following that one. But okay.
I'm not-
Let's
There
start
you
over.
go. You need Tim to ask the question again.
Yeah.
Sure.
What's your favorite part about being a Black man?
Favorite part?
Take your shot. No.
I'm ready.
I'll probably say
You can't hear you, Shanti.
Yo, what's wrong with Ashanti?
He just said, "You come here."
Give me kiss, Snuffy. Snuffleupagus.
Called them snuffy though.
Snuff. She called that nigga Snuffleupagus.
my Snuffles, Mr. Snuffles.
Give me a Michelin kiss.
Oh wow.
Mr. Snuffles, come here real quick.
Hey, bird.
I didn't know y'all could hear me.
And we can see you too, though.
They podcast.
Oh hell, they night about to be awful.
Door open.
He worked.
I gotta be up at 5:30. I gotta be up at 5:30, so.
And that door open. Don't change what Leash just said.
Oh, why are you looking at him like that, yo? We can see you.
We hear him too.
Yo,
Shut up, CJ.
for real.
You had your chance to be on the podcast.
Oh man,
He did.
he
was on the
did. I remember
podcast.
the episode.
His nude sweater, his nude turtleneck made it to the podcast. He never did.
Why you wasn't on the podcast?
All right, yo, John, answer the
Alright,
question.
Jesus Christ.
I ain't hear nothing you said. John, go ahead, kid.
I had asthma. I had a whole plan.
Nobody give you asthma?
What? Hey, yo. Wow.
That is not what he said.
The way that turtleneck fit, it might be what he said.
Yeah, see, I knew it. I knew Vince Carter was coming.
All right, John, the way that lie be fitting.
I don't get it.
I don't want to put you on Front Street.
Hey, yo, go ahead, John. We over time.
Shit. I guess for me, just having brothers, like this, the experience. I think the best thing is just. I know you. Well, I guess we can bounce back. I know you hate the word potential, but I definitely think potential for Black men is like always undone. Like people just pick up things every day to be good at it. So that's what I would say.
Chase, Ferg.
I'm gonna say the determination.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did
like
my
it.
damnness to surround myself with Black men that I ain't have to worry about. And that might come off a way, because if you view everybody as strong, then it's a rocky road. But I surrounded myself with great Black men. Like we all know, everybody not great. Not every Black man, not every Black woman, not every, you know what I'm saying? We could pick. But I did my damnness to surround myself with determined young Black folks. Period. Men, women. So it's just like what John said, just having a brotherhood, surrounding yourself, like me, John, Tumbo, Black. We sat down. We just cooked and just sat down and had dinner. No TV. We just sat down and had dinner.
When was this?
It was one of them Thursdays. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we on Thursdays we like to have.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
come in real late.
Was it when
Ain't
y'all
no-
had put that trail mix in the rice?
You know,
Mhm.
right?
You witnessed it.
Mm-hmm.
It's because you
Girl,
told
they
us
had
that Black
trail-
men couldn't have vegetables.
I didn't say that. Y'all
You
put
did.
trail
You
mix
was like,
in
y'all
white
got
rice though.
vegetables? Oh my god.
I didn't say that. Y'all
But
put
it's
trail
just
mix
like-
in white rice.
But it's more to it. It's just like knowing that Freddie and Tim were here, they would have been there. Like it's just we all chameleons too. Like we could mix. You like
I
that.
agree.
I ain't never got to worry about one of my
Yo, you
Black
just
man friends. Like what?
you just
What you
call
got
me
to
a
say,
wizard,
reptile?
bro.
Yeah, I just watched
me a
Mortal Kombat. I just watched Mortal Kombat. You reptile.
That's all about it, bro.
But like that's huge though. You can't say that for everybody. Like I got friends. I mean, I got people that I wouldn't bring around other people. I got family that I can't bring around other people just off the sheer fact that it might be an issue and they don't even know each other. I got ill.
God bless you.
Yeah, you got that. You got that, Chase.
Yeah. That's look. That's another one. Like all of us are unapologetically us. And we may differ from, like, we all differ. We all got times where we disagree. We might scream at each other. I had somebody at my job say, how you and John friends?
Oh my God, everybody.
Y'all scream on each other every episode. And I'm like, dog, that's us. And then right after the show, we'll be eating. We'll be doing. Like, it ain't never personal. I'll never have to worry about one of them stupid so low that I got to worry about it. I don't have that worry, yo. Like, So it's like I know I'm long with it, man. So I'm wrapping that up. But that's I mean, it's just so many things, though. Like I just I didn't surround myself with idiots. So I can't speak to idiots. Surrounded myself with great black people. No matter who think what about them. So it's like you got something to say about them. They ain't here, nigga. You got to answer to me. And they the same with everybody. But I'm wrapping up. I'm done.
All right, Fred.
Cool. I mean, it's piggybacking off of John and Chase. I look at black men or hang around black men that are fearless, but fearless not only in the physical, but like as far as like mental as well. We don't let things stop us from anything. Like if we want to go and do something, we go and we do it, regardless of who got something to say, or who's bashing us, or who's not giving us that opportunity. We know that opportunity, if we want that opportunity is open over here. So we're not gonna let this one person say something. We're gonna go over here and knock on that door too. I think with that fearlessness, and then also the strength of the women that we have on our, they right on our side. Whether it's wife, fiance, girlfriend, mom, sister, whatever.
Hussy.
That's tough. that's the combination. Fearless and that strength. You could do anything. And that's when we've seen that countless times.
And we need each other. Sorry, Tim.
Exactly. But that would be my thing. I feel like I am fearless.
You better be fearless, Fred. I like that.
Thank you.
That being free.
I gotta get in the circle. I gotta get in the circle.
Get in the circle, Fred.
Get in the circle, good. Get in the circle, Fred.
Look at his head.
I love it.
All right, TJ, come on, man. Take us out, man.
It's a lot of pressure. I should have took John's spot and let him go last.
Save me for last from now on.
I got you.
I want to use that line one time.
Everything that everybody has said, I think the direction that I would go in is I think it's two things. One, I am grateful for the fact that I've been blessed to be in a body where I get to wake up every day and defy the odds that are stacked against me. I think that's one of the best things about being a black male and black person is that we constantly get to wake up and prove people wrong, even unconsciously and unintentionally. But it's just a gift that we were given. And it's not a task that anybody could just handle. Like you got to have some true tough skin to do it. I think the second thing is that also having the network that challenge you to be the better part of yourself. And so, when y'all asked me to join the podcast, it was, for me, I took it as a chance to rekindle with some brothers that I haven't had a chance to talk to in a long time. Me and Fred.
We still waiting for you to join the podcast, but that's not.
I mean, yeah, I'm waiting on my contract to come through, but it's not in the notes.
It's not in the notes.
But having those moments like that, I think it's no secret that me and Fred for a period of time we weren't on the same page for a while, but we got over that hump and put aside our differences. Had a man.
I was arguing.
I wouldn't say arguing.
It wasn't listening to each other.
It's two people that don't argue, so they definitely didn't have an argument.
You're right. You're right.
We were just seeing life from two different vantage points. I think we had to realize that it wasn't that neither of us were wrong. We just weren't understanding where the person was coming from. So we didn't know everything was coming with that person to see it from that lens.
That is so cool.
So we just had a conversation, and then being on the podcast, it's like we haven't missed a beat. We talk outside, we text, we check up on each other. For me and John, this is the closest I've been to John in some years, in the best way possible. I love the relationship that I have with John these days. It was the time of my life when I got to see, half of y'all last weekend. And then with Chase has just always been, consistent. I mean, he's always checked up on me, made sure that I was good. But that's the beauty of black men that we don't talk about. I think is that when we care hard. And that's one thing I can say about black culture, black women, and black men in general.
Yes, God. Yes, God.
Use them. So I just appreciate that, man, and I appreciate the fact that I'm. Last thing I'll say, because I know I'm getting long with it too, is that it's a very humbling and satisfying feeling to know that I'm around people who can say I love you, mean it, and not be scared to say it.
Amen, brother.
I love you, Tim.
Love you too. I surely do. You and over
What's
you and
that?
snuffle kisses over there.
I love
Snuffle kiss.
Love.
What's the end of the podcast, people? John, you gonna get us out of here?
Yeah, real quick.
Shout out
You
to the
heard it.
listenership.
Shout out to the listenership. And then because we got the guest on here. Hey,
What is that again?
Listenership.
Use it in a sentence, please.
Shanti, you heard about your state, yo?
I've
You
heard
talking about Jersey?
yours.
Yeah, you heard about your state real quick.
What you hear about
What you got,
Pennsylvania?
John?
And I didn't hear nothing about Pennsylvania. I heard about Jersey.
No, she said she heard about our state.
Oh,
Everything. I can hear the gunshots in Houston.
well, there wouldn't be no gunshots either if I embezzled $100 million in a deli shop either.
Oh yeah,
that's to be expected. Don't
y'all
do
hear
that.
about
Don't do
Paul
that.
Marina and Peter Coker Sr., huh?
Don't do that. What deli was it? What deli was it? Where was it?
It said delicatessen on the bottom of it. It don't even matter. It was one.
But I bet you the sandwiches is hidden. I bet you.
I bet you it
the
ain't.
Sandwiches is hidden.
I bet you it's crack house. I bet you it's crack houses near.
I bet you they hitting on little pastrami, little turkey.
That's because they sprinkled a little little stuff on
Yeah,
it. Come
look.
back.
Well,
One
they
deli,
can pay bills.
$100 million for what? And they
pay
one
bills.
deli.
Arby's.
That's where.
They pay
That's
bills.
see Tim. Arby's, Mattress Firm.
First
It's
of all,
many more,
Arby's-
but I'm trying to
Arby's
figure
is a
out.
drug
How are they still in
ring.
business after the pandemic?
I'm trying to figure it out. They
Don't nobody
Mattress
got the
Firm
meat but them.
is opening more mattress firms, and I don't know that many people buying mattresses, let alone buying mattresses from Mattress Firm.
Yes, you do. There are people like Shanti that just ride around with a mattress on the top of their cars. Like, people like that. What are you talking about?
You did
You
have
the
that
one that be
big.
putting it on there.
Honestly, I think it's all Fred. He's smuggling stuff through Arby's while he ordered his Reuben. That's what it is.
The nasty Rick Rubin sandwich.
You can't call it nasty. You never had it, bro.
I did taste it. I said it was terrible.
Wait,
The
wait,
fries were
you eat
too
at
salty.
Arby's?
Yeah,
Keep Arby's open.
He keeping them open. Yeah, see?
I don't have those
Sole
funds. I
proprietor.
can't
That's
do
what
that.
he is.
But
I've
but
never
my,
met someone that likes Arby's.
my old counterparts that go there
I like that crap.
that got the $1 million, they keep Arby's open. They
white
they be they be in there and they always
Ew,
they be
that's
tipping.
terrible.
Oh wow. Is it
Never
good?
eat Arby's.
I like Reuben sandwiches.
Is
They're
that
the only
thing?
ones that I
Okay.
can get one real quick. I don't eat nothing else.
That's
with
because
it.
you ain't
You
in
put
Philly.
horseradish
You'll never go to Arby's if you was in Philly. You just go to the corner store and get a Reuben.
Oh, Arby, we have the meat.
No, I
No,
think
but
they
you're
did
not
have
putting
one at
horseradish
Philly.
Who the hell was
Wrap
that?
it up, John. Wrap it up, John.
No,
Come
who
on,
was
John.
that? Was that Tumbo?
No,
No, that was
that's
Leash.
Leash.
Leach did that?
Yeah.
Gotta get
Yo,
on
you
the
can't hang.
shutter.
You gotta get on the shutter. We gotta hurry up. Harriet Tubman say she'll be here at 8:00. We gotta go. We can't miss the Underground Railroad. The train is leaving tonight.
Oh man.
That is what James Earl Jones. How they pay James Earl Jones?
All right. All right.
Where they get the money for that? Arby's. You know
We
how much
have
money
the
it costs to hire James Earl Jones?
Jess said that ain't him.
Who is it then, Jess?
Who is it, Jess?
It's
Nigga
Jess.
Nigga from Baby Boy.
Jess. Well, we want to thank y'all for coming on the podcast today. We appreciate it. I think
This podcast was sad.
what's it say?
It started with Kobe.
It was.
Bryant. It is just
This
sad.
podcast was sad, man. I let
Well,
out
bring
some
me back when y'all want to cut up.
incognito tears I let out today.
You can do a part
and I don't
two.
like it.
Yeah, this was fun. I've always wanted to
Next
do
time
some
we
shit
do-
like this.
Next time we do it, we all got to wear turtlenecks and chains, though.
And we gotta listen to our podcast.
Y'all know turtleneck, John.
Amazon.
I'm not buying a turtleneck. I can zip it up all the way if y'all want to.
I don't got no neck, so I damn sure ain't wearing no turtleneck. I
Mine
wear
ain't
this a
that long
turtleneck.
either.
Look,
That's what I'm
turtleneck.
saying.
Turtle.
can-
What am I not? Turtly enough for the Turtle Club? Turtle.
Oh,
Shout out to the
Leash
brand. Shout out to the brand. I don't know. But once again, thank y'all. Appreciate it. Man, and as always,
Anytime.
You
y'all
welcome.
stay cool.
Water.
Water.
Hey, yo, I'm
she
gonna
added
text
the
y'all.
ER though.
Chase, I'm gonna call you next. Chase,
He
I'm
said water.
Thank you,
Water.
guys.
going to bed.
I'm gonna call.
Thank you, Ashanti. Thank
I'm
you,
gonna text you,
Alicia.
John.
All right, hit me up. Y'all be safe
Yeah,
out
I'm
these streets.
texting y'all. Y'all be safe.